Dan, let me tell you something. I start my day every day, go upstairs, I press on that mini split that was supplied to me by Community Mechanical. That's how my my Instagram getting ready video would be. Instead of dipping my face in ice, I press on. And then I have AC from Community Mechanical. CommunityDFW.com is our HVAC company. They're sponsoring the Dumb Zone generic summer event. They're sponsoring us in general. CommunityDFW.com is where you start the process of getting preventative maintenance set up. Maybe that's what your entree point here. But if you are doing some sort of remodel or a situation like that, mini split is the way to go. CommunityDFW.com. I'll hit you with that phone number, 469-667-7290. That's how you get in contact with Travis. They are the reason for the cool air season out at the Dumb Zone generic summer event. It will be inside because of them. And they'll also be giving away a mini split out there. So Brandon Aubrey trusts them. We trust them. You should too. CommunityDFW.com.
Community Mechanical. Travis and the team real cool.
Jingle.
You don't want your house to explode. Don't be a bitch, so pick up the phone. Dan almost died.
All right. It is a Monday here in the Dumb Zone. May 18th, coming to you live from the Game Day Men's Health Studio downtown Dallas at the Fox 4 building. I'm Jake Kemp.
I'm Blake Jones.
We've got Foodie CK here. And joining us from the road. He is on the road. It's Dan McDowell, folks. Here he is. He's not in his vehicle. He is out walking about.
I'm in New York. I'm in a city called Salamanca.
Oh, Rangers catcher.
Salamanca. That's Saltalamacchia.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Yes, Hector Salamanca. You see big sky country behind me, big mountain country behind me. I just got finished with a Chappie-inspired round of push-ups over by the bench over there.
Nice.
I haven't done any exercising in 2 weeks.
Nice.
So
the little
we're getting back on the way back. We're on the way back.
You're climbing. And joining us.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just going to say, well, go ahead. Introduce our.
Yeah. I was just going to say.
I was thinking about his first name is very odd.
If we're talking about climbing out of squalor and just getting your life together from just an utter fucking mess, it's our good friend, noted stand-up comedian Lawrence Rosales.
Hey, everybody. How are you doing?
Yes.
I climbed out of squalor like a raccoon behind Denny's, and here I am.
Before Jake did it, right?
Yeah, before Jake. Jake's kind of a poser.
And he climbed probably a higher mountain. Like if we boil everything down to the dopamine thing, like we were talking about the other day, they show you the chart where they're like, here's alcohol. You better be careful, Buster.
Yeah.
They're like, because if you do times 10 this, we call that meth.
Yeah. You show me that and my brain lights up like a Christmas tree.
They're like, the chart doesn't go higher.
No, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's
that the final boss.
If you're thinking about trying it, do it.
Lawrence has some shows coming up. And I was just thinking about Lawrence the other day, and I'm like, oh man, we haven't talked to Lawrence in a while. He's funny. What does he have to promote? And then I went and watched a bunch of his clips on IG and said, let's do the show.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're watching them. Boy, a lot of work, a lot of unnecessary work.
Well, no, I mean it's all part of the game, right?
Yeah, it is, but it is exhausting. I could be doing other things with this computer other than watching myself do stand-up comedy. It's a beating.
Don't you love when you put...
I'm sorry, do you have a white mom or white dad? I was wondering where the name Lawrence comes from.
Yeah, it was a compromise. I have a Hispanic father and a white mother. So Lawrence was kind of them, coming to terms with the fact that I was going to be Mexican for the rest of my life.
Like Larry? You ever think of Larry? Going by that?
I went by Larry for a long time, and then I became an adult. And I was like, we're not doing Larry anymore.
You do not.
Lawrence.
You do not seem like a Larry.
That would have been very different.
Thank you,
very
Dan.
different. Yeah, Lawrence is a great name, though. It doesn't seem white or Hispanic.
You think Lawrence is okay? I
think it's a sick name.
Back in the Reddit days.
Law dog.
I would post my clips on Reddit back in the day, and they would do really well. Like, they'd make front page, and then I'd never read the comments. And one time I saw one comment, and a guy said, Lawrence Rosales, worst name for a comedian I've ever heard. And I don't know what that means, but I've never forgotten it. This was probably like 8 years ago, and I can't let it go.
Can't say he's wrong there, but
There's got to be worse ones.
There's got to be worse ones, like Larry, the cable guy. That one's actually pretty sweet.
That one is pretty sweet. So Lawrence is going to be here for the show today. Tomorrow, Soroy will be here, and then Thursday, Dan will be back, and we'll be in the den. That is the schedule currently. So do you have anything out of the gate you want to promote? When's your next show?
Next show, I'm at Mic Drop tomorrow night. They do this big competition every year, and it's a really fun. I hate doing it, but I'll be there tomorrow night. It's a bunch of really good comics doing like their best 5 to 8 minutes, and then we're promoting things. I got that tomorrow night, and then after that, next week I got Cowabunga. You guys know Vinny Corrales.
Yes.
And then Cowabunga's downtown Plano. I'll be there on the 27th. It's their 3-year anniversary of running probably the best local show in the city.
There you go. That's 2. That's what I needed. Yep. I want people to go to their calendar and put those things in their Palm Pilot.
So, and then the 28th, next week, Thursday, I'm at Hyenas. And then Friday, I'm at Jack's Comedy Club in Rockwall, which I've never been to or seen. But everybody says good things. So
there you
looking
go.
forward to checking it out.
All right, Dan. So you've now completed your second graduation.
yeah.
You're straight home now, right? There's no other obligations on the way home. You don't have to stop and see anyone, pick anything up, do anything. It's just
Dan looks like a silver alert in that car. Like I like it. Is he gonna make it home? Is he gonna make it home?
Besides Grim just hitting me with a last minute quest to get something that might not be legal in Texas. No, I have no other stops.
okay.
Straight shot.
Nothing scheduled. I do have the one thing I was wondering. I don't know. You guys probably don't have experience with this, but so I'm going from New York to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
All routes seem to go at least to Columbus. And then it seems like, or at least according to phone, it's an exact equal. If I would go the St. Louis way and then down through Oklahoma, or if I go Cincinnati, Louisville, down Nashville, and then over that way. They're like the exact same amount of time. But when I came out to New York, I was able to drive a nice big chunk, and then I had just a small drive to get to New York. But as you know, original 13 colonies, there's a lot of shit up there. So like there was no problem finding a place to stay and all that. So if I was you see where I'm going?
Yeah.
Do I want my last like night when I just have a 5-hour drive the next day? Like, is there somewhere in Oklahoma? It just seems so desolate. I guess both areas seem a bit desolate.
Yeah.
Or would I want to be staying in Texarkana? I don't know.
Yeah, I would go the second route. I would avoid Oklahoma.
You would go down through Arkansas?
Yeah, that would be a better drive.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if you care about that, but it would.
Don't go through Oklahoma, you're saying?
No.
Okay.
And Arkansas is solid.
Would that Oklahoma drive take me through Broken Bow? Because I've never been there, and I was looking forward to.
I don't think it'll take you straight through it, but I mean, that's quite a deviation.
Broken Bow's a little off the highway, I think.
Yeah, quite a ways.
All right. Okay.
All right, hit
Then
up
it's
Dan in
settled.
the comments. And
Blake has told me. I will do what Blake says.
okay, let's hit a little bit of weekend check here, folks. And we're going to have it brought to you by Qualis Roofing because there's weather coming. Big weather this week.
Yeah.
If your
For
roof
real?
gets jacked up, yeah, dude,
Yeah.
you're going to come home
When?
to
All week.
yeah, it's going to be big storms all week into the weekend.
Damn it.
Yeah. I'm thinking the
Hey,
same
listen, buddy. Are you saying damn it because you're worried your roof's going to get messed up and you won't know who to hit up? Because if so,
That's
I have a solution for you. It's qualisgc.com. Have them come out, check that roof. There could be money up there, right? your insurance company's going to take care of this, and the only thing really stopping it is the beating of having to hit up the insurance company. You don't have to. Qualis will do it for you. Schedule that free inspection, and maybe you'll get the bad news like our buddy Patrick did here in this email last month. He didn't need a new roof, but they gave him a free Dumb Zone shirt because that's what you get if they come out, check the roof, and you don't need one. But if you do, they handle everything soup to nuts. I don't really know.
Feels like good news if you don't need a new roof. Isn't that good news?
Yeah, then you don't get to sit in.
Yeah, you don't get to sit in. You just get a dumb shirt.
So just get up there with a hammer.
Yeah.
Mess that roof up.
Yeah.
Soup to nuts. What do you guys think of that one? It doesn't make a ton of sense to me, but I like it.
Yeah, I don't. Wait, what's the origin of that?
You haven't heard that one? I feel like I'm hearing it a lot. It's
No,
hot.
I've
feel like
heard
it's
it, but what's the origin?
Yeah, what's the etymology of this?
QualisGC.com is
Qualis Roofing, we've got drones.
And nuts.
soup to nuts. How could that be beginning to end? It feels like that would be the other way.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like nuts is the meal. You start off with a little appetizer, some soup.
Oh, okay. Who the
At least,
fuck is eating nuts as a meal?
Yeah.
What era?
I've never finished a meal and thought I could use some nuts.
Or when are yeah, okay. It sounds cool, but all right. Dan, you want to go?
Yeah, sure. Let me put off the video just for a sec so I can access some notes. If you don't mind, just got to peek at them. Yeah, so I just passed on my drive St. Bonaventure.
Woj.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He had a big weekend.
I've been reading about
He's
Woj.
apparently a tyrant.
And they're failing.
Could have guessed.
Oh, they are?
And like he forced out the beloved coach of 30 years, and he didn't even have a son that made the kids do push-ups naked or whatever.
But you know how this is, dude. If it's gonna work, that's your Cowboys 1-15 season or whatever. Everybody who comes in and does it their way. You know this part of the Disney movie.
Yep. So I'm going to work reverse chronology here. I just passed St. Bonnie. That is after this morning started with a fight with my wife, Blake.
Ooh,
Excellent.
Ooh,
fantastic.
spicy.
We keep a list, Lawrence.
Oh, you
It's
do?
one of our
Video
categories. Yes.
One of my favorite things.
So, she flew to Cleveland and then drove to New York with her mom and her brother and mom, and met me at a Ithaca, New York hotel, and then we stayed there for the past few days. Wall-to-wall sex, soup to nuts, as you know.
Soup to nuts. Hell yeah. That hot
We ended with-
hotel sex.
And every night with some nuts. So, anyway, leaving this morning, I'm up early. I'm getting my stuff ready, packed up, ready to go. She says to me, now she's like in her mid 50s. Her brother is like 60 something years old. And she says to me, hey, make sure you wish Bobby a happy birthday before we go.
The F I will.
And you said, I sure will.
Yep.
Well,
was
and
it
that's
today?
where
Oh, was it today? That's what you say.
it's
moving.
absolutely today. No, and yes, this is where, in retrospect, I should have just done the Jake or whatever. Like if you said to me, hey, will you be at my party this weekend? I'd say yes. And then I wouldn't go. So why didn't I just do that? I don't know.
Why does she still
But
ask you?
Yeah, that is.
I'm just like, I will not do that. And she goes, why not? But he's been like, he's helped us out this weekend. Whatever.
He's earned a freaking good birthday,
Yeah.
man.
I go, because I'm not 12 and he's not 12.
Yeah, his birthday's up to him.
I go, people don't want to know about their birthday after they're 50. She's like, oh, no, he does.
He's a big
And I'm like,
birthday guy. He's like Berline.
Yeah, so no, I did not wish him a happy birthday. So
Yeah, I'm with Blake. Why does she keep coming back? It's the nut she wants to crack there is she's going to get.
because you know how women will marry a guy like, I'll change him.
Oh,
Mhm.
And
yeah.
she's still working on it. She's working on changing me.
yeah.
Okay.
They just don't
I
have
will-
rehab for being nice to people.
I will give my full graduation review when I get back because I got audio, I got pictures. It's let me just tell you, the Ithaca College graduation way different than the Clemson graduation.
Yeah.
Boy, you went.
One is more conservative, I would say.
You went polar
You went soup to
opposites. Polar opposites.
It's really insane. But so I do get up early, and I'm on. I'm so fired up because I'm on New York time now. So I'm getting up super early for Texas World. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's great. I'm gonna try and stay on it. See how long I can stay on it. But so I get up early, and I'm looking for. What I do is look for some coffee, and I hear you guys in my head yelling at me to go to a local, find something cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't go to Taco Bell, go to whatever.
Again, this is a topic in my household. I wonder where Dan's eating on the road. I wonder if he's branching out. If there's a Subway, Dan will go to the
You
Subway.
know he's not.
Is it worth it? You know what I mean?
This is the crux of the debate here.
Well, you want to feel good about where your money's going to a degree.
Nothing wrong with McDonald's when you're on the road. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
They
Just
don't
keep it
have
classic.
Didn't have a pedo spokesperson.
I did give Dan a Subway gift card like a week before we went
Ooh,
on
that
this.
doesn't.
That's
That
like-
tips the
Seems
scales.
passive aggressive. If I'm being honest.
All
Somebody
right.
gave me a Subway gift card. I'd be like, okay, I see where we're at.
So the verdict.
Well, so I went to a place. It's called College Town Bagels,
Looking for
and so
strolling
it's
for hot.
kind of across the street from our hotel. And at first glance, it's really cool, because it's got like the chalkboards are up, and that's where they put their menu.
yeah.
Right. So you draw in different color chalk, and it's, draw little pictures and whatnot. And
Right. A lady looking for love in a Lifetime movie is running it.
Yeah.
Had to come
But
home
then
from the big city.
Mm-hmm.
upon further review, you're looking up there, and it's like too good.
Oh, you think it's fake?
And they have glass over the chalk thing. Like, so it is, yes, it's like a printed thing that's made to look like chalk. And then as you look around, and I searched College Town Bagels, it turns out College Town Bagels is a national chain where somebody took the idea of, hey, let's make this look real rugged and cool, and we'll hang a license plates on the wall and make it look shitty,
Yep.
but it's owned by like a corporation.
That's incredible.
And so we will hire people with tattoos and nose rings and everything. And those the earring that makes your ear real big, like the lobe,
The gauge.
Hell yeah.
But so I'm like, oh fuck, so I'm trying to do right by you guys. So then I see there's something called the Ithaca Bakery.
Certainly.
And
Come
the-
on.
The Ithaca Bakery is a 20-minute walk
And
on the
owned
other
by
side
Whole
of
Foods.
campus type thing. And I'm trying to get steps. So I'm like, you know what? I downed a yogurt and one coffee at the College Town Bagel. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just get some steps. Let's go to the Ithaca Bakery. I need some real.
Mm-hmm.
I need something that I need, So I go in there. They've got a chalkboard. I look around, it's like 3 big chalkboard. It's kind of the same thing. And then my daughter tells me later, she goes, oh yeah, they're owned by the same company. So I couldn't find like a hole in the wall. This guy lives in Ithaca. He's a pothead, but he just opened this little place with his
Right.
wife, and they just do this just to get by. They're not into it for.
It's all fair trade.
It's all fake. Everything is fake.
That's
And
brutal.
It is brutal, especially like this is the most hippie, liberal, whatever college you could ever be in. But private equity has made sure we capitalize on that.
Yeah, it feels like watching a species die. I know that they have apartment complexes here in DFW, that are sort of painted and adorned to look like a gentrified building when it was just built new in like Cullen County. But it says like, general store or pharmacy, like etched into it's just a building that was built 5 years ago, but they need to feel like they kicked someone out. So
yeah, I live in one of those little walkable apartments now, and like, will they keep closing down the places? Like we used to have an Angelica, that's gone, and I feel like I should get rent cheaper. Like we're losing amenities. Like they closed the bar down. I'm like,
property value.
Yeah, but it does kind of keep you rugged.
So I tried my best for you guys, for Clayton, and so that was like Saturday morning. So Saturday afternoon/evening, we said F it, and we ate at the Ithaca Texas Roadhouse.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
How was that?
Where you don't get on so if it's your birthday, you don't get to get on a fake horse thing or the saddle. But they do gather everyone around and they give a big Texas yeehaw. And then the whole place has to say yeehaw together because in Texas,
that's what
as
we
you
do.
know,
We all say it.
we're quite often saying yeehaw.
I'm
6 of them today.
only sort of surprised that there's not some sort of speech on how oppressive Texas laws are regarding gender or abortion or something when you enter the Ithaca, New York, Texas Roadhouse.
You get a men's menu and a women's menu or something.
Like they're worried you're going to turn right.
Yeah, I mean,
keep eating these rolls.
they got to do something.
I didn't take a picture of it, but my daughter's boyfriend is a vegetarian, and they do have it says Ithaca Texas Roadhouse vegetarian menu. Like that doesn't exist in Texas, right?
No chance. No. What they just beat you.
Yeah.
You ask for it.
You should investigate later.
They just beat you up. Okay, I'll go. I flew out Friday afternoon to Lafayette, Louisiana.
Oh, I didn't know they had an airport.
It's not bad. It's a little guy. It's the type where you have to wait quite some time to get an Uber, but whatever. I was just going to go meet my family. My wife's family is from New Orleans. She's from New Orleans, and her dad, they live close to New Iberia, which is close to Lafayette. It was a college graduation. As I've said before, my wife has half sisters that are almost roast twin age. At least the youngest one is. The oldest one's closer to 30, but they also, 2 of the 3 girls, so I guess they're probably like 23 and 25 or 26 now. They live there. They just bought with mom and dad. They just bought a property like on the bayou, like it backs up to river and marshland. This place was almost certainly at one point occupied by labor that was less than compelled by volunteer efforts.
Yeah.
But it's, the house isn't. It's not like a plan. It's a relatively, not new, but like 70s or 80s house and not like the 18 or 17. But it's on like an old piece of dude, it's like Emu Tom's place times 10 because it's down in the south and it's, there's a tree that's 500 years old. That's just the biggest tree I've ever seen. They got chickens, it's awesome. It's just a cool place to take your kids. It's only about 15 minutes away from like the grocery store and stuff like that. But down there, dude, in central, southwestern Louisiana, 15 minutes, you're in the middle of nowhere. Nowhere. So went out on the boat Saturday. And then we drove home yesterday. It was super, super quick.
Is it one of them flat boats with a big fan?
No, I'm sure he's boat guy. Like he grew up on the water. He made I think a lot of his money working in like drilling. So you have to have like these lift boats to go out and service the rigs. And that was his game. So he's like a roughneck. So he's got all kinds of boats from the houseboat to the leisure boat, whatever. That's his game.
I thought there'd be more fan boats when I was a boy.
There, for
really
sure. Down there,
they
really, you do see them quite a bit down there, but you're right. Like, I think I thought maybe I'd take one to school when I was a kid, that somehow the Trinity would be,
Just dodging quicksand.
I saw
flying around on
something
this.
on Friday at the airport that I don't think I've seen before. Have you guys seen the terminal preacher? Like the guy who's
No.
just
Oh
out?
God, I thought sick immediately. I was
No,
like,
no,
that's-
sorry. The guy who's like before security, you're going back and forth. There's like baggage claim, and here's some ticketing counters, and then here's guys like handing out literature. Can I talk to you for a second? You know, doing evangelizing.
He's
You have?
I mean, in Oklahoma, the Will Rogers.
he's just trying to beat the heat, isn't he?
At the airport though, and he's handing out pamphlets.
Definitely. And he was
Well, that
posted
guy's
up.
typically on the street.
But
Yeah.
there's
Street
no way
corner.
you can do that. That's what I'm saying. But there's no way you can do that just outside in the parking lot of the airport. And he was posted up.
The preaching people scare me a little bit. Just like I was playing DCC the other day, and I got a park in Deep Ellum, and there was a car in front of me, and then all of a sudden these 5 dudes come around the corner, and they've all got like the guns strapped around like their legs. You know what I mean? Like those little
Yeah, the 2A.
yeah, like the
guys.
garter belt things, but for men. And
Drop holes.
they were carrying a sign that said like the devil's real and God is coming. Was there something like a gun and a Bible is scarier than just like a gun by itself? You know, but I got a premium parking spot that was free. And they popped the trunk in front of me and they're putting all their stuff and their guns in there. And I'm like, well, I'm not moving. You know, so I just got out and I was like, Sonata, huh? And they go, yeah. And I was like, I don't know what made them choose a Sonata, but it was a pretty funny vehicle for 5 dudes
Yeah, that
strapped
is.
to the nines. you
It
know?
really is. Maybe that's kind of the bit, though.
It's economical.
Yeah, good gas mileage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, I don't know. I thought that was odd. I imagine there's some level of solicitation thing, but it's just funny because you know, you never know where people are coming from. But there's a lot of people walking through DFW Airport who they've seen some shit. They've been all over the world. They're people, and the guy was like a dude. He seemed like he was just a guy from Texas. And he's like walking up, kind of trying to pitch is like, hey, would you like to help with the children of? And this guy's like, where I'm from? No, dude, I'm good. Like, you're not, this is not the spot to pitch me charity for overseas. I am of the overseas.
Yeah. And when you're flying, you're typically already in the hole a little bit. You
Right.
know what
That's
I
the
mean?
thing.
Like,
Nobody's like, oh, you know what? I do have a lot of extra time at the airport.
yeah. And extra money. You
Yeah.
know, like I've already kind of budgeted for this trip.
Now, I guess maybe you're throwing the mortality Hail Mary, but I don't know. Okay, I would like to take this opportunity before Blake tells you about his weekend to talk to you about our good friends at Flooring Direct. Lawrence, here's what they're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
do. Here's what they're
Flooring.
going to do.
Don't buy a rug.
Don't. No, they have carpet, but not a rug, okay? They're going to bring the samples out to you. They'll bring the showroom basically out to you. That's the direct part. They'll bring it to you. Carpet, yes. Hardwood, yes. Rugs,
Rugs?
no.
Okay. All right.
FlooringDirectDFW.com is how you get going with this. You can get your entire flooring project for less than $100 a month. It's such a nice facelift for your home if you could just if you can upgrade the floors, and then when you clean them, everything just looks nice. Speaking of dopamine hits, nice new floors. Go for it. 36 months, 0% free financing, or get your entire project for less than $100 a month. FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ. Upgrade those floors. The estimate is free, so have them come on out and do that part now.
Make sure your carpet matches your floor.
Yeah, definitely.
No, or wait, no,
Definitely do.
curtains. Wait, carpet is floor.
hmm
The curtains match the carpet. God damn it!
I thought he was working for something else. Maybe. Clayton, you got anything?
Netflix jumped into the MMA world this weekend.
Ah.
I could see you being MMA guy, Lawrence.
Me?
Yeah,
What makes you think that?
just because like you're somewhat sober, right? And you're the clean guy, and you're like fit.
Yeah. I mean,
You're kind of Mexican.
I've never been in MA. I think growing up in a bad neighborhood, it's like whenever I see physical violence, like there's too much like tied to it. You know, I'm like, that doesn't look like fun
Right,
at
there's
all.
no recreation to it. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't look like fun at all. I think those guys, and the fact they do it for almost no money speaks a lot to men's health in this country. You know what I mean? Like when you start out at MMA, nobody's paying you to get punched in the face. You're just doing that for the love of it.
Gotta want it.
Yeah. Like you didn't have good parents if you're in MMA. Like I think that makes sense, right? Like
I think it's probably what you typically would say. It's almost like the male version of porn.
yeah, that's a great idea.
It is kind
yeah.
of just like boiling society in each role down to like the most basic thing that it'd be like in a vacuum fun if you watch someone do. You see two dudes, you're gonna be like, I don't know, you guys beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Lady.
I don't want to do
anyways.
it. You go ahead.
But was it good?
No,
No.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
it's about as you expected. 5-fight card. 4 of the 5 fights finished in the first round, which is not good. If you're putting, I mean, good for the fighters, I guess, but it's this MVP promotions with Jake Paul, where they're just kind of like putting on these, prize fights, get some big names together who aren't really popular or in any promotion for a while, and just try to get a draw off of nostalgia or something like that. I mean, it's just Netflix is trying to get into the sports world. I understand, the football is pretty good. I'm enjoying the boxing. The boxing stuff's actually really good because they're actual boxers that are pretty relevant and popular at the time. But we had 5 fights, 4 finished in the first round. The headline was Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano.
Yep.
She's still around.
Yeah.
Gina Carano, as we know, she got fired from Disney for some views.
I have no idea what that is.
She had some hot takes.
About?
Yeah.
About what?
I think it was vaccine related.
Why was she involved with Disney?
She was in The
Yeah.
Mandalorian.
Oh, okay. She was in. Okay, the Mandalorian. There you go. Okay.
And so she kind of had been going through some stuff, but she came back for this fight. Hadn't fought in 17 years, which should have been a red flag at the beginning.
17 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She got submitted in like 30 seconds.
Well, it's Ronda Rousey. Ronda could beat up a man.
Yeah.
She could beat most men.
But then the payouts come out, and Ronda Rousey got the most. She's the biggest name on the card. Got $2.2 million for
Jesus.
30 seconds of work, basically.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
And then Gina got 1.5 or 1.05. And the whole idea behind it was like the fighters are getting more of the money. They're getting money for the promotion, like doing promotion for the event and stuff like that. But everything online was just kind of like, there's not as like much buildup or like interest in this because there's nothing really on the line like UFC. There's not like titles or big names or anything like that. So it could continue as something, where if you could get some good prize fights together. But overall, it was just kind of a bust to me.
Nobody is going to be able to pay attention to any of these things because we have the White House fight coming.
And that's Dana White. Yeah, Dana White was like tweeting during the middle, like he tweeted out during the middle of the event, Conor McGregor's comeback, like a promo for that in September after the, in the fight after the White House fight will be Conor McGregor's return, and that was kind of a contention point online for that. Just like, okay, so yeah, this took over as soon as you tweet that out.
Explain the White House fight. What's happening?
God, I'm glad Dan asked because I'm like, I feel like I don't know what's going on in the world for a second here.
Yeah, UFC Freedom 250, Dan. That'll be taking place June 14th, 2026 to celebrate America's bicentennial. It is a UFC fight on the White House lawn.
That's real.
That is 100% real.
So we just keep
I
sliding.
saw the video the other day
idiocracy.
of Dana White getting to see the belt for the first time. Somebody had presented it to him. So that's just 4
Are there
weeks
going to be
away.
fans? Like, how are...
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
How embarrassing for all of us.
Yeah, I think by what you mean by that is kick ass.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, kick ass. Fucking awesome. The plants want electrolytes.
And see, sir, that's exactly
Hey.
right.
Yeah.
Feed me. I need my dope. I need
Lauren,
my
we're
mass opiate.
Hold
What?
on, I'm about to get. It's exit 12, New York. I got to figure out. It says it's the National Comedy Center. I'm about to pass.
Ah, okay.
Hop in there. Take some lessons.
I wonder what that means.
Jamestown.
Okay.
Exit 12. If you ever want to, Route 86, Lawrence, the National Comedy Center is here.
Okay. Very cool. I didn't even
You
know
can
that was a thing.
learn everything about comedy. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're going to learn a lot about comedy when we do this White House fight.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
And see, this is the thing. Everybody's going to act like this is, oh man, what does this say about it? This is, if we're going to have society be all weird and everybody's poor, we should at least have fights at the White House.
yeah.
Don't do one without the other.
I mean,
If we're turning it all the way up.
you know what? When you say it like that, I don't hate it. Like, screw it. Let's just do it. You know what I mean? Like,
Let the winner have sex with Melania.
yeah.
Like it's
What about-
make it medieval as hell.
I want the fighters to have cool names though, like food stamps or, WMDs or, you know what I mean? Like,
they could fight for teams.
yeah. Let's just
What
really
about
let
the bit
everybody know where
about-
we're headed.
Do we go immigrants? You can win
Yeah.
your citizenship, or do we go like
That's good.
Housing.
Yeah.
homeless person that could win free health care for the rest of their life?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Or you could get a
That
couple
would be great, yeah.
get a couple people from different religious sects together and the winner gets to rent out that water park free of
Yeah.
harassment that keep everybody else out. You can win little prizes. I like that.
How about welfare queens
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
can
sure.
fight against each other for?
No, I want them
I don't
fighting
know.
like Nepo babies. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
that's the thing. You got to fight some pilled up.
Like, take it
somebody who just
WWE
lives
style,
off
but
of,
it's just America.
Budweiser profits or something, and they have to fight. Yeah, there's something here. But we're at the ground floor. We've got the idea of we're fighting at the White House.
Yeah. I want like an unemployed homeless veteran in there, where they just don't know if he's going to charge or not.
It's funny too because
Put it all on the line.
Biden, they had like a poetry slam every summer out there. I think I said that thinking it was like a joke, and then I thought to myself that might have happened. It
Was it Obama's inauguration or Biden's first one?
was like a poem, right?
Yeah.
God, I hate poems.
You could forget Biden was president if you just didn't like pay attention to anything. It was nice a little bit. Like I'm not even a very political person, but like you could totally forget Biden was president.
Right now, you can forget that it ever happened. Almost.
Yeah.
He has.
Yeah, he definitely has.
No doubt. Go ahead. Unless Lawrence, you got any? We'll let Blake in. What's a Lawrence weekend like?
What was my weekend like? Oh man, like I was on the road. I was headlining Amarillo.
Okay.
Yeah, Amarillo. What a shithole.
Yeah.
We have
Got a
food
Dollar
out
General
there.
downtown. You're not even supposed to have those downtown.
The Anchor. It's the big store.
Yeah. Build around
Yeah.
it.
I had
Mixed
a
use.
flashback. I was, my drug days. Like I thought I'd never been to Amarillo. I'm on the road a lot, and as I was driving through a town called Childress, I had like I kind of fell through a portal here once. I totally forgot about that. Childress, little small town.
Oh yeah.
I'd rented out a hotel room, and I was on the road heading to some casino somewhere to perform somewhere, and I was gonna do some drugs in this room, but the Super 8 had a fire alarm that wouldn't stop going off. So I had to leave that hotel room and just go to a worse one down the street where I could smoke in the hotel room. So that was a weird thing to remember. I had an MC drive me. It's a big thing in the comedy world where like your MCs, if you're headlining, the MC will come pick you up.
That's sweet.
They drive,
Yeah.
That's like Blake and Steve Berline,
Right.
actually. So where did he pick you? He pick you here? They drive out all the way?
Yeah, and then he
Nice.
opens for you. Like he
Nice.
sets everything up and he opens for you. And Danny McGowan, great comic. He did an amazing job. But these younger, I don't know. I'm watching Dan drive. Like it's a 2-lane road from Dallas to Amarillo, 5 hours, and he drove in the passing lane 100% of the time.
Doing the speed limit.
Yeah. Oh. And at first I kept wanting to tell him to get over, like, hey, you got to change lanes. And everybody that drove by us, like women were driving by me and looking at me and like doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And after a while, I just thought it was a bit like I just I didn't say anything because I was just curious. It kept me happy on the road where I was like, I'm going to see if he does this the entire way there. And he did. And
That's
he did.
tough.
Just ruining people's lives behind us. And I refused to say a word about it.
Yeah, I drove home yesterday, it was 7 hours from Lafayette, New Iberia, and you just see people, and I used to honk.
Yeah.
And that feels
you
like a
would?
justified honk. Just kind of, I would give them the, hey, but then it occurred to me, like, they don't care.
I think I counted.
thought if you let them know, they'd like jolt like somebody at a red light, like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
But it's not that. It's that they don't care. They don't want to drive that fast, and they like being in that lane.
We drove by 27 left lane passing only signs. I counted them, and I never told him, like, hey, what are you doing? And I really enjoyed how much he was completely, to him, he wasn't doing anything wrong. He was just living his life.
5 hours in a car with someone you don't know?
Yeah, I mean, that's a
That
big
sucks.
part of comedy. That's a
Really?
big part of
Yeah.
comedy. I mean, and I've met him a few times, but it's a big part of comedy. I used to, a lot of times you go to a comedy club on the road and they put you in a condo because they don't want to buy a hotel room. So you just stay with two people you don't know for 3 or 4 days.
Anything super? You ever get robbed or anything?
I never got robbed. People, there will be a guy that'll like bring his gun and
Yeah.
that'll startle you a little bit. You know what I mean? There's some guy comes out in the middle of the night with a gun and goes, I thought I heard something. I'm like, yeah, I think it was you, man.
it's just
We're
like
all scared right now.
A wacky little bang.
Yeah,
Gun. He's like,
yeah.
I'm just playing.
Little
just
toothbrush
working
or
on
whatever.
prop stuff.
And Amarillo was fun, man. I actually had a great time in Amarillo. They do these things called Next Stop, and these guys are making a killing. They get the door, they find bars or pool halls, and they'll sell it out, and then they pay us whatever they pay us, put us in a room. But Next Stop, I mean, these people they're doing a great job, and they're getting us all over the country.
Nice.
So my birthday was last Friday. Eatsies was very kind enough to bring us food. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but they didn't bring us any like Oreos or cake or anything this time. And I kind of thought I gamed the system because rather than all of us like just eat half the Oreos and they go to waste, I told Adam Romo to bring me a cheesecake because I was having a party later that night.
It's two for one.
So I supplied my own party with an Eatsies cheesecake. Very popular.
It's a great call. It's tricky to navigate because you're asking someone who's giving you something for free for adjustments on it. Dan and I have been in this situation so many times where we're like, I think we share I'd kind of rather just pay. If you're going to have to ask somebody to change something. But not Blake. He'll plow ahead. Maybe drizzle a little raspberry sauce on there for the
Say,
birthday
Happy
boy.
birthday, Blake. We'll just use that. No,
I would like to see a picture on that cake, but go ahead.
Well, my biggest thing is I don't like it being wasted. And just over the years, all those Oreos sitting there or sheet cake that just didn't get eaten, that just bugged me. So I knew where it would get eaten with 15 people at my house. So I pivoted.
Yeah, it's a solid move.
First down.
Thank you.
Yeah, first down for sure.
And I didn't have to buy it. I did something incredibly lame at my party, but I think it'll mean a lot to me later in life.
Oh God, this is gonna suck.
Have you seen this trend? Have you seen this trend where you've got a lot of pictures of like yourself at your birthday party? But then I saw this like a year or so ago. They give the birthday person the phone and then they flip it around and then they video everyone else in the room. Because then you can take yourself back to your birthday party like, oh, look, my parents were here. Now they're gone. Look at these friends and look how young their kids were. Look at all of these people. And that puts you back in the moment, not a picture of yourself. So I was that guy as they're singing, had my phone out, filming everyone else.
Okay, so
Wait, you're getting
Does
happy
somebody
birthday
else-
sung to you?
Yeah, does somebody else
mid-30s?
does somebody else organize your birthday for you?
I mean, I invited people over and I guess my wife got the food and stuff. I provided the
That makes me
cheesecake.
sad. I was talking on stage like I don't know. Yeah, for my birthday, like I have friends that I love dearly, But I'm 41 now.
yeah,
Like if I got robbed on a Tuesday late at night, like at gunpoint, like I'm just going to bed. Like there's nobody to call.
it's just
I'm
because
just
you're
pulling up
not
X
married.
videos. and
Yeah.
I'm just trying to forget it happened.
Of course, it's just because you're not married. Because
Yeah.
women make things seem like a bigger deal than they are, which may be the deal that needs to happen, right? Because dudes won't make any deal out of it at all.
Yeah.
So who's making you do the phone thing, though?
the internet.
Couldn't you just say, I'm not going to do that?
He
I
wants
wanted
to do it.
I wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, my grandpa was there. My parents were there. All the kids are young. I just thought
Right.
that would be a nice moment to see.
I think Clayton's right. The whole concept here of everyone singing you happy birthday is the original sin.
Yeah.
Filming it functionally, you're right. Definitely, you'll have a memory. That is cool. Now, like with everything, the rubber meets the road. Do you hit publish or post?
No.
And that's
Of course not.
probably.
You know me better than that.
I know, but I'm saying, is that what people are doing?
Yes,
There you go. So,
I think so.
yeah. It's kind of like when you did the ice bucket challenge and broke your leg, but then to film it, you were just loving the game, right?
Yeah.
Is that a true story?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I was actually
I
like I
challenged myself a few times.
No, milk crate. My bad. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, I enjoy getting my friends together. We don't have very many opportunities with kids stuff on the weekends and stuff. So yeah, if I can
It's true.
fake them into like come celebrate me just as an excuse to get all my friends together and hang out, then yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's a great idea. I think I'm probably just 41 and single.
I did get the best gift I've gotten in a really long time from my wife.
Ooh.
And when it comes to her, I'm not getting her a whole lot. We don't do Valentine's Day. I don't really get her anything for Mother's Day. We just kind of have a handshake agreement to like, if neither of us do anything, we can kind of save a lot of time and effort. But she hit this one out of the park, and it's the first picture, Clayton. She got me 6 gourmet bottles of water from all around the world.
Wow.
With a book.
It's like a private reserve.
With a book called Fine Waters, where I could read about each one of them.
It's like a water sommelier.
Kind
Is
of.
And then
this
Blake-
your bag?
Blake
Yeah.
dumped them out and he poured that mountain
Arrowhead.
water into it.
No.
Yeah.
So you're pissing in a jar in your car.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're full of fine water.
Right.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
Right.
He's an
That's
addict.
hilarious.
pH
Yeah.
balance is off the charts.
So, I love the gift. I can't wait to try them. Now, I got to wait for a special occasion. I can't just pop that open on a Monday.
No doubt. Yeah. Especially the 22 years there. That one's
Right.
been
Oh yeah.
really been.
I thought
Yeah.
this was vodka when I first pulled the picture in.
No, it's
and I was
water.
like,
Yeah.
It's water. It says aqua right there.
Yeah, Dan, we had to let Lawrence know about the concept of the piss bottle.
Yeah, I'm hearing about this.
That we'll
just
be
now.
giving away at the Dumb Zone Generic Summer Event. It's the first 69 attendees. I have a couple at my home. I have there's no bathroom where my office is. So sometimes you're on a call. You're like, I gotta go really bad. You just turn the thing off and just go. You got the jar, got the bottle right there. So
I've pissed in a Quick Trip cup one time.
yeah,
Which you pee more than you think you pee. Have you found
so
this with a bottle?
much more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had like
much
it was
more.
like a large QT cup, and like I got to the brim of it, and like we're hitting spill territory pretty hard here.
Yeah.
you know.
Plus foam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, some listeners of ours have gifted us some piss jars. So I actually have a couple different to choose from.
Home road.
Yeah. Well, there's like an extra large one, which is like an emergency.
Right.
Yeah.
But my point this morning was I have a 35-minute drive in. Do I want to sit there and be miserable for the entire drive?
Yeah. You ever been driving somewhere, pulled over to piss, and like the bathroom's out of order?
Sure.
Yeah, there's hardly. I've like ducked into some closed down bathrooms, being like, well, it doesn't flood, but like there's somewhere in here I can pee.
Yeah, but if you got the jar, you could just do it right there in your
Yeah,
car.
whenever you want.
Yeah,
No problem.
You're in control.
yeah, that is very true. There's gonna be some spillage. Is there spillage?
Not really.
No.
No.
No,
Oh, you
'cause
guys
it's
are
got a
perfect. You
wide
want me to
mouth.
believe you guys are perfect.
Well, it's
No,
the
it's
wide
just-
mouth, and
yeah.
I did the extendable one today.
Extendable one. Explain
Well-
extendable to me.
Well,
It's-
it's like this big, and then like you pull it apart, and then it just, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like pops out like that
Yeah.
plastic that expands.
Right.
Wow,
yeah.
you guys have really gone deep
And then it's
into
got a
this.
lid, so you just put it there, then you get to where you're going, and you pour it out. It's
Look,
wonderful.
we don't have time to stop to piss. Okay?
Yeah. It's I remember an MC. I was a feature at the time. An MC. We were on the road, and he reached behind a seat, and he was driving, and he popped open a water bottle, took a chug of it, and it was the headliner's piss.
Ew. God.
That's
Why?
that's one way to earn your stripes, I guess.
Gross.
Oh, why would somebody just be carrying that around?
Well, it sounds
Don't-
like you guys are carrying it.
You got to
around.
get rid of it pretty
You-
quickly.
Yeah,
though.
dude. You don't want to. Yes.
At least
I
it was
love
the headliner, right?
Yeah, at least it was the headliner. Yeah, yeah. We were on our way to Ohio.
And so my final thing this weekend, of course, where I chose to eat was based on who sent me a birthday coupon. Where did I have a free app? Where did I have a free dessert?
Yeah, just marching down the field.
This took me. This took me to Chili's. I had a free birthday dessert.
Gee, chili slaps.
It does. Chili's is so back. But in this age of computers, like, they can't just like go back and tell the cook something or whatever. They have to put it in and do all this kind of stuff. I didn't want a ginormous effing chocolate chip cookie covered in ice cream or a brownie covered in fudge. I wanted 2 scoops of ice cream. That's all I wanted. It's my birthday. I get to choose. So,
Cartman.
I didn't piss in a piss bottle on the drive here to come in here and be treated the way I don't want to be treated.
So your brownie a la mode or whatever, or your skillet cookie comes with 1 scoop of ice cream. That's cool. I would like another one because I'm saving you the time and the money by subbing the cookie or the brownie. Told the kid, I would like 2 scoops of ice cream. Charge me for whatever you want. It's going to be free. He brings me a single scoop of ice cream.
Yeah, the computer told him to.
Yeah, because that's what comes with your skillet cookie or whatever.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
There should. Why?
I'm sure that there's nothing you can do about it. It's the computer, dude. You can argue with the computer.
No, I just want him to go tell the guy in the back to give me 2 scoops of ice cream.
There's a grown man out
We've
here.
graduated to this point where we can't say that anymore.
It's not how it works, dude.
Well, this sucks.
I ate at a place down in Louisiana this weekend, and we go every time. That they definitely still have these here. So I'm sure South Dallas, probably West Dallas, some places in Fort Worth, but there's down in that rural part of Louisiana, like restaurants that are just kind of a shack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They've got food till they don't, right? The po' boys there. I don't know. I might have had 50 fried shrimp this weekend. Like, they fry shrimp at home, like outside.
It's great.
Just got the
That
fryer.
sounds amazing.
It's just it's a different world. It did challenge my cheese thing. So I had to get home and have some cheese last night. I generally gauge my weekends by how much cheese I had.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I was eating cheese out of a bag the other night by the light of the fridge. And I said out loud, I just heard myself say out loud, I go, what's your plan long term? And that
doesn't
startled
seem
me
good.
quite a bit.
Doesn't seem good.
You like eating cheese out of a bag? Late at
Oh,
night?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's the best. You ever get some tortilla chips out and just start making nachos by hand?
I mean, you never feel great after.
Hooker nacho?
No, you
Yeah.
don't feel good, but you go to sleep right after. You know, you wake up fine.
With peace of mind, right? Like when you call Trident Access Services, Blake, txtrident.com. Here's what they do, Lawrence. They take care of your access points.
What does that mean?
Your garage door, your gate. That's what they're here to help you with. Weather,
really?
temperature, these things can jack all that up big time. So get them to come out
It's
and
your
check out
house's
that
butt.
garage door. It's your house's putt.
That's a good point.
That's right. There's stuff going on there. Springs, the opener, door, track, the weather stripping. That's all the stuff that they check when they come out and do a little tune-up for you. It's very, very quick. And DZ clients will get 10% off going forward after they get that little checkout done. So if you need work done, like you're remodeling or something like that, it's an old home, you know you need work, then definitely hit them up. But maybe it's kind of their preventative maintenance. You've just heard things sticking a little bit. It doesn't close exactly like you think it should.
Neighborhood kids are stealing beer out of your garage.
Sure. Maybe I don't know. You've got people. I think the issue here is the weather stripping thing, because I've got like leaves blowing into my garage and it makes me disgusted, Lawrence.
Oh, really?
I don't like that. That's something they can take care of for you. And they will at txtrident.com. Call Jeremy and his boys out there. It is Trident Access Services. All right, let's do some sports.
Sports.
From the wonderful world of sports, Radio Sports Scoreboard.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
I have a couple things for you here. The PGA Championship was this weekend, Dan, in Pennsylvania, which I guess – so yesterday, here's the timeline for me on this. Blake hits me up, and he was watching golf. And I knew that the tournament was in Philadelphia because, as we talked about, they hadn't had it there in a very long time. They hadn't had it there since the PGA said you can't keep playing here if you're going to have an all-white only charter. And so the PGA moved to California, and they hadn't been back there in 60 years. That's all I knew about it. What I didn't know was that this weekend, or this year anyways, is the 50th anniversary of the release of Rocky.
Not a real person.
So Blake hit me up yesterday and is like, hey, are they doing like Philadelphia stuff? Like, what is going on with the golf tournament today? Like, why are we're leaning into the Philadelphia things? There's the first one. What's the name of the guy? It's, how do you say it?
Aaron Rye?
Yeah. So this is a putt he had on like, I want to say 17.
The home of Joe Frazier. This was a knockout blow.
The home of Joe Frazier. This was a knockout blow. Like, is everyone at home just thinking about, oh, God, Joe Frazier?
Bow, Aaron Rye.
68 feet and a little more. Down for the count.
Down for the count. Like, they're really hammering this boxing thing, I guess. Okay, so Joe Frazier. Also, this is the Open, and we're just going to skip around because Nance got the full notepad out here, an opportunity to write an Open to the Rocky theme, which he relishes the opportunity here.
Think about any accomplishment in your life.
What?
Where did it begin? How many times did you question the journey and wonder if the reward would be worth it?
It goes on for 3 minutes. I'll skip ahead a little bit. He just keeps talking like that.
He's quick, too.
A major championship bout where grit, resilience,
That won the PGA Championship award.
and determination are required to win. Underdogs,
Now listen, the applause won't stop.
favorites,
Oh my goodness.
former champions.
I hate it. I just hate it. I hate that style of writing, of talking.
What stories we have to tell today. The next 6+ hours, have a chance to document all the action. This beautiful site of Aronimink that Donald Ross designed. What a pleasure it is to sit back and listen to Trevor Immelman alongside Frank Nobilo and Andrew Catalan here in the Super Tower with Colt Notes.
All right, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. Now
It's
here's
6 hours?
Now,
6
that is
hours.
Wow.
6+.
Wow.
that is a great song to work out to, though. But
Yeah.
not to hear Jim Nance whisper talking.
Well, the funny thing is all I could think the whole time is, calm down, Greg. It's golf. It's golf. Because they're trying to make it sound like you're out there, just taking punches, trading hits, blow after blow. You're golfing, right? Like,
Yeah.
and then you're hitting a golf ball,
Yeah.
and then you hit it some more, and then if you hit it in a little hole, they have you hit it in a different place.
And you tell everyone to be quiet.
Unless you
If somebody sneezes, they get kicked out.
unless you work on the golf course, your life's going okay.
Exactly. There's nothing analogous to getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
By the way, they were in Philly, Dan.
Next on the tee, please welcome from Germany, Matty Schmid.
A lot of Philadelphians might be saying, wait a minute, did he say Mike Schmidt? The 18-year Philly legend, Baseball Hall of Famer, 12-time All-Star. Sounds like it, from Mike Schmidt to Matty Schmid.
No one was saying that.
Yeah.
No one.
Nope.
In
No.
Philadelphia,
Not even
otherwise,
close.
was like, and just the way he brings it back down.
The 18-year Philly legend, Baseball Hall of Famer, 12-time All-Star.
Baseball Hall of Famer, 12-time All-Star. That's so creepy. Diana Ross, apparently.
By the way, I just entered Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
Isn't that crazy?
Pennsylvania. That part of the Colts Simpsons video has been killing me.
Oh yeah.
And I do remember as a kid, I could not stop laughing at the fact that they named a state Pennsylvania. Diana Ross apparently from Philadelphia, or not. As I look at it here, she's from Detroit. So what's the tie in here, Blake? Do you have any idea?
No, I looked up the same thing, but it just seemed so random. It had to be for a reason. But yeah.
Here he is.
It's a putt that woke up Double Ross.
I love the reaction, too. Subdued.
What did he say? Maybe he didn't say Diana Ross.
It's a putt that woke up Double Ross.
Douglas Ross?
I love the reaction, too.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Are we going with Betsy Ross?
Oh, maybe. Didn't sound like it.
He's looking at last names and thinking of how does that match with something in Philly?
Right. Interesting. But here's the thing, though. Apparently this fella who won is he's a nice guy. Everyone likes him. So Nance, he's going to come.
Everyone who knows him will say the same thing about Aaron Rye. Might be the nicest man I've ever met. You heard Andrew talking about the values that he learned from his parents. Talking about how his mom and dad have played a role in everything that he does. Being grateful and humble. The values that he lives everywhere he goes. That's the word around the tour. The players, the volunteers, the caddies. Maybe now he's going to be a PGA champion. He's not going to change, though. As we go to 17.
Okay, what are we just stroking this guy for?
So do you think he finishes or spooges when like an interview subject tells him, or no, wait, he's researching on the night before, right? So he's kind of cranking it as he's scrolling through Wikipedia and he sees mom died.
Oh, yeah. As a little...
Mom died. He loves reading about a mom death. Oh, my gosh. That must have affected him.
Quick update on our golfer the other day, Garrick Higo, that was late.
Oh, yeah.
It cost him a 2-stroke penalty on the first day. I think he went like 5 over. The next day, he missed the cut.
Yeah. Why was he late?
He was warming up like on the green behind his tee box.
He was there.
He lost track of time. He doesn't wear a watch.
Ah.
And he had like he would have been in first after the first day without the penalty.
Seems like a big moment to
Yeah,
not
but
do
also
that.
like he was right. He was there. It wasn't like he was, I guess, like falling out of a trailer or something.
But he looks like a guy that would be late.
That doesn't help. Trust me. I know.
I think you should be penalized for being late. You can't stand late.
Late knows late.
Yeah, it's very true. Let's see here. Ooh, here's a fun one, Dan. The Cowboys' schedule's out. You want to do guess the line?
Wait, real quick before we leave golf.
Yeah.
So Aaron Rye plays with 2 gloves on his hands.
Wasn't sure really what to make of that.
He said it's a feel thing, like he's from England and played in the cold. He just likes the feel of 2 gloves. Like Roethlisberger over time started throwing with the glove on his hand.
Yeah, I saw a funny tweet that was like Aaron Rye. It was something about his irons, his club covers.
So he plays with
use iron covers?
Yeah, he uses iron covers.
So I don't know what
Force
that
Field,
means.
he grew up poor.
Yeah.
His dad, I guess, used his last dollar to buy his kid nice irons. So every time he would come home after using them, his dad would clean them like spotless. And the iron covers are to remind him of where he came from.
Why do people not like using iron covers?
It's a little haughty and like you're using them a lot,
Oh.
like just to take them off and on.
Because the tweet I saw was like Aaron Rye uses iron covers to remind him of where he came from and the hard scramble beginnings. And he wears 2 gloves because it's comfortable. And I was like, okay, well, that doesn't, like, they build it like it was this whole thing. Like, so the glove thing's not part of this at all?
Yeah, no, he just needs comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to stay gritty.
But now I guarantee you at every Muni,
Now,
there's going to be jackasses with 2 gloves on.
I love it.
I've already seen it.
I love it. You know what? There was another golf thing too. Here, let's play this. You got the Rory watch video because there was a video of Rory and Brooks. Brooks is back.
He's back. He's not good.
Not
but
good.
He's playing.
And they were showing each other their watches. And I wanted to show you this Rory McIlroy watch. You can play the audio. Doesn't have to start over. He'll explain it.
There hasn't been that many made. It was a gift to myself.
$250,000 watch.
FedEx Cup in 2019. Omega are a
purse money.
sponsor of mine, so I sort of had my eye on this watch for a while, but I wanted to treat myself after a win, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
How often does this one make its way on your wrist?
I probably wear it too often. I probably should have it be more special than it is, but I like it so much, and I actually, because I have just like a platinum wedding band.
Yeah.
But because of this watch, I had to get a different wedding band, so it matched. So that's how much I wear it.
That's how much you wear it.
And that is, people have been asking about why Hillary lost, whatever, and the difference between that and gay, not gay. This is a gay, not gay. That guy got a wedding band to match a watch he liked.
Yeah, I didn't like
just-
anything about that guy.
That
I don't know nothing about
$250,000 watch.
Yeah, and he's like, I wear it so much I had to get a different wedding ring to match my watch. Anyways, people don't like. I get emails from people who don't like Rory.
Really?
Like, you should be more, because like. This is from Kevin. He said, Rory's a douche. He's had some Kim Spin moments, canceling his engagement with Carolyn Wozniacki a couple days after they had sent out wedding invites. Then he filed for divorce with his current wife because he was sleeping with Amanda Balionis, only to reconcile. That's the TV lady,
That
right?
all seems awesome.
I know. Only to reconcile with her after receiving public pressure. And I told the guy in response, I'm like, this is all not really above the threshold anymore.
No.
Like when the president and the other president, it's like
Tiger set the line really
that's the thing.
high.
If it's just like, this guy kind of got tired of his wife, he had a different girlfriend, and then he stayed with his wife. It's like, this guy's probably not going to make the list. However, getting a watch to match your wedding ring,
Fight about it on the White House lawn.
that
if you
I don't
want.
like. Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
No, he messed up a chip on 16 or something, and told a fan in the gallery to shut the F up.
Yeah, I remember that.
He's got a little fire in him. I
Yeah.
like it.
Carolyn Wozniacki, by the way, married to David Lee.
We're off?
No, former Maverick great.
Oh, okay.
That's a guy who made a lot of
Oh.
money you might have forgot about. New York Nick,
Yeah.
white that didn't shoot. One of the last of his kind.
Yeah. A lot of rebounds.
Wow.
Truly. Let's see here. Do you want to run through this Cowboys thing? I thought that'd be a fun bit to just rapid fire it.
The schedule?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
because Jimmy sent him out this morning. All right, week 1, Dan, at New York Giants. Give me a line.
We have the lines for the season.
Yes, we're going to do rap. We'll just go through them here.
All right. Cowboys 2.5.
Ooh.
He nailed it.
That's
Nice.
Really?
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to counter guess, Blake?
You can.
I mean, not
I-
this one. Yeah.
Just so formatically.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Okay, week 2, home Commanders.
Home Commanders. I'll go 3.5.
-6.
Minus 4.5.
Okay, I'm winning 2-0.
Okay.
Wait.
Home Ravens.
Neutral site.
Yeah, Rio.
Neutral site?
+1.5.
Neutral side. Are we doing the Europe?
Brazil.
Brazil.
Brazil. Oh, good.
They never do pick 'em anymore, right? 'Cause that's what I want to say. I'm saying pick 'em.
Plus 2.5.
Plus 2.5.
At
All
the
right.
Texans.
+1.
Plus 1.5.
Plus 2.5.
Damn it.
Home Bucks.
Big show.
Yeah.
Plus 2.5. Excuse me, minus 2.5.
Pick them.
Minus 3.5.
Damn it.
It's crazy they already
At the Packers.
We always do good at the Packers, especially if everything's on the line.
Plus 3.5.
+5.
Plus 3.
Dan is killing it.
Yeah,
At
he is.
Eagles. Maybe we'll stop halfway through or something. At Eagles.
The home of Rocky.
Week 7. Yeah.
Diarrheas. Yeah.
Plus 4.5.
+3.
It's plus 3. So they've got basically the Eagles and Packers are the same. And then the Ravens in Rio and at Texans are the same. We keep going here. Versus card.
Look headlines are silly, aren't they?
It's fun though.
It is fun,
It
really,
is.
because it's telling us what they think about the NFL this year, right? That's just all it is.
What's at Seattle?
Okay, yeah, we can wrap up with some interesting ones. At Seattle, you guys guess.
It's got to be +7.
Nah, we'll go lower than that. Let's go 5.
4.5. And then we'll do one more, because then there's a bye, and they go at Los Angeles Rams. That's the last big juicy one.
Similar, Rams are thought of as a pretty good team. Let me just go 5.
Yeah, it's got to be that.
+5.
5.5.
Yeah.
So, they're probably getting overrated a little bit.
Rams a pretty good team, thought of as a good team because they've hoarded all their draft picks. They've
No. They went all in.
2 years ago, I heard.
Did you see,
that was
Dan,
gonna hurt them.
that they've laid the grass down for the World Cup, the one in Arlington? Like the pitch has been laid.
Like inside the building, or
Yeah.
they're out, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are we going to care about it that much?
Well, we're not really, but it is.
We're actually trying to escape.
We are.
Yeah, like my apartments have vending machines that are World Cup vending machines already. Like it's just World Cup merch inside of it.
Painted over our whale wall?
Yeah, they took down the whales.
The whaling wall.
The whaling wall is gone, which is pretty sad.
So this is it took quite some time for it to grow, Dan, and they had to bring it down on 24 refrigerated trucks. They, of course, grew this grass in Colorado.
Ooh, nice.
So they grow the grass there, and then they drive it down here on trucks and roll it into the stadium. I would love to see the time lapse.
Is it winter rye or?
It's a Kentucky bluegrass and ryegrass mix.
Love it. I love the mix.
Yeah.
How much money does this cost?
Too much.
The renovation of the stadium, I think, is $300 million.
Yeah.
Which,
No big
was stadiums.
And they lost like a ton of the
10 years
seats on the
ago.
bottom level.
Yeah, the suites are covered up.
Ugh.
So they're having to do this in New York too?
Yeah. I think so.
And now the NFL players are complaining.
They had to dig up Jimmy Hoffa.
And the Raiders schedule.
When is the World Cup?
It starts on June 15th.
Oh, right around the corner.
So it really is just right around the
Scheduled
corner
dates
here.
out of state.
You should rent out your apartment.
Yeah, they offered me. They're like, turn your apartment. And I was like, I'm not. No one else is banging in here before I do. They have these World Cup people come down here and take over my small studio apartment, eating my cheese out of my bag.
It sounds like Lawrence needs to hit up our friends at Game Day Men's Health to get himself right for getting laid in this apartment. But it doesn't have to be getting laid. It's just feeling good.
Yeah.
Just feeling like your best you. You're getting older, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting older. I keep going to the restaurants by my apartment, and anytime the staff is nice to me, I keep thinking, is this customer service?
No, it's just treating their elders kindly.
Yeah, maybe.
But that
maybe I look
doesn't
like a
mean
silver alert.
that doesn't mean that you have to just give up. You can go check out Game Day Men's Health. They've got 12 DFW locations. GameDay.dumbzone.com. Get a little blood test. They'll let you know if you're a candidate for getting on TRT. If you do, you could be 10% off for life. But that's not all they do. They also do peptides. Maybe you're looking to do something for a month, or just a little run of give yourself a boost. I got a couple injuries I'm trying to work through. It's very good for injury recovery. Thank you. You are what you eat at gameday.dumbzone.com. Peptides are an option. They can also help you with things like hair loss, ED. It all starts with just going in there and saying, hey, help me feel better. And they can do that at gameday.dumbzone.com. 12 area locations. Hit them up today. I would like you to do that, Lawrence.
Yeah. I need to do that. Did they do any mental health stuff, or is it just physical?
No, I think it's all tied together. Dead ass serious. But you know that, though. Like when you're working out or something and you feel better. And if you're not tired, you feel better. So
I see how vascular you are.
You sleep
Jake.
better.
Mm-hmm.
You sleep better the more vascular you are.
Yeah, exactly. Get harder, for longer.
For sure.
You know?
Make sure that stays in the ad.
Okay.
When we send it along.
All right.
The Dumb Zone.
Is going through. So be nice to everybody. That's it for the Dumb Zone today. Like I always say, you never know what someone's going through. So be nice to everybody.
Adios, mofo.
Well, thanks for having us. We're so excited to be up here.
Yeah, man. Super excited to have you guys back at the summer event again.
Yeah, well, I noticed Quaker City has a writer.
Yeah, they gave us a list. We're working on a writer for them. Yeah.
We want one too.
With what on it?
A pet turtle.
No, we're not doing any more animals.
Can you bring Toys R Us back? I'll take a car tray. How about a sleeve of Lucy's?
Possibly do the sleeve of Lucy's. Yes. Okay.
Oh, so our keyboard player just sent a text. He wants one night in the fantasy suite with Angelo.
Come on, dude.
You can find me at the Soul Shop, where my daddy taught me how to rock, and my mama played the 88 top. I sang harmonies, and when you find me at the Soul Shop, I'll be dancing on the roof.
I got this email literally this morning from Anson, who wanted to shout out Travis and his team at Community Mechanical. So anyway, he had another HVAC company. And he said there was a part that needed fixed, but the labor would be $4,000. And turned off my heater and gas for safety reasons, and then said it'll be 2 weeks for them to replace it.
Sweet.
So he said he was already planning on calling ComMech. And then he says in parentheses, I've shortened community mechanical.
Yes,
anyway,
he has. We'll let him own that one.
For an alternate quote, but also to see if they might have a better response time. Now he says, everything I've heard about this company on your podcast is true. I called the office, left a voicemail, had a return call within 5 minutes. Explained the situation. The lady I spoke to gave me emails for both Drew and Travis, asked I explain it to them. I sent all the info, including photos of my equipment. I put in the subject line that I'm a Dumb Zone listener that needs help. They call me 9 minutes later. They gave a ballpark estimate over the phone. It was a quarter of the price the other company quoted me. They sent one of their technicians to the supply store a couple hours later to get the parts. They have the parts in hand. They were at my house 8:30 a.m. the next morning to complete the work. And really, he goes on, there's a lot longer thing where they also discovered like a gas leak that was in his, because his wife had smelled. Anyway, he says they're the real deal. They have a customer for life. You have my permission to use my name, all that kind of stuff. But we've gotten tons of these, though.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Just to know that people are, they're saving people from the cold, from getting ripped off. And they're our boys.
Yeah,
I'm proud
so
of
it's
them.
communitydfw.com and the number that you can call or text. And they'll return your text, 469-667-7290.
Hi, Rick Renner for Flooring Direct. Back in my TV days, I used to think negative publicity was better than no publicity at all. That's not the case at Flooring Direct. We thrive on reviews. A 4.7 Google star rating, top of Home Advisor and Best Picks. I won 13 of these babies in TV, but there's nothing comparing to the Super Service Award on Angie's List for 2 decades running and still champion. Get your free estimate today.
We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
I just got rear-ended. Should I call the insurance company?
It's always best to talk to us before dealing with the insurance company.
Okay, but I don't think I can afford a lawyer.
Don't worry. You don't pay us anything up front. No hidden fees, no surprises.
Oh, thank you. I feel so overwhelmed right now.
Before you call the insurance company, call Frankel first. Frankel and Frankel. Call 214 or 817, all threes.
Let's get real. There's been a stigma around low testosterone and erectile dysfunction. At game day, we say any guy who walks in the door, comes in, and we shake his hand, come on in. There's no shame in your game. You know, we're going to treat you just like a brother. We're going to make you feel comfortable, and we're going to get you in and out of there as fast as you want. And if you think about it, half of guys are going to struggle with these issues, whether it's ED, low T, over 1 in 4 guys are going to struggle with low testosterone at some point. It's time to just make this stuff normal, right? And at game day, that's what we do.
Rachel, by the way, is in studio here, and during the break, did the worst thing she could ever do, which was tell us how, you know what, I should have jumped in on that Trident spot you guys did before, because I just had him out to, like, what are you doing? That's
not
great.
everybody's
That's the best endorsement ever.
Most
That's why
people
y'all
are
are
not,
the professionals.
Most people are not pros.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever talked into a mic.
I know that's not true. So tell us about Try It real quick. Why did they come out to your place?
So Jeremy came. So of course I listened to the Dumb Zone, and I sent him a text message and said, "Hey, I bought a house, and I would like y'all to come and try to fix. I think it's off the tracks. There's an issue." And they came out and actually quoted out a new door, and it was a lot less expensive than I thought it was going to be. I was like, "Oh, okay, that's incredible." I ended up with a really beautiful door, and it's insulated. So the custom garage that I'm putting in will actually be protected. And we got the new motor and everything. It connects to the Wi-Fi. It's incredible. And it was a lot less expensive than I thought it was going to be. And I've actually referred them, because of what I do for a living, to several of our clients that when they are buying a house and they bought a house, they were like, "Oh, this garage is just trash." And I was like, something that will pay for itself many, many times over is a brand new garage door and a new motor. Hooks up to the Wi-Fi. So if you leave the house, you can close it. And I'm so glad that we did it. It's incredible. So that's my little piece there. So thank you, Trident. Y'all did an incredible job.
This is the best time to get your pool cleaned. It's spring. Everybody's getting ready to jump in the pool. I'm sure you guys did some of that this weekend.
I've only had one cleaning done, so this is all I can speak to. But I will tell you that no BS. My wife came home and said, "This is the cleanest our pool has ever been." And we had a guy, and it's about the same price. I thought he was doing an okay job, but I don't know him at all. I mean, whatever, it's just a guy. I'm sure he's a fine guy, but whatever you guys did, it definitely was noticeable, like very noticeable.
Well, I heard there was problems with your filter you didn't even know about.
We might have had a little bit of a Dan previous roofing company or whatever, because they had left some stuff that was a real problem.
No,
they were just kind of ignoring.
No, I saw your guy noticed it. I was at Jake's house too. Out of the spigot or whatever,
shooting stuff back out into my pool.
Yeah, it was shooting like the leaves back into the pool.
Yep.
So I was like, wait, we just vacuumed this out, and now it shoots it right back in. So it was like, obviously there was a hole in the system, but
he took care of it.
Your old guy did not notice that, and these guys noticed it right away. Same thing.
Shout out Thomas.
My wife usually does the cleaning and stuff, and she, our other pool company, our old one, because we now signed up with Puddle Pools, puddlepools.com/dumbzone. Dumbzone. Okay, my bad.
That's all good.
I think I erroneously said that earlier then. That's way better. puddlepools.com/dumbzone.
Hey, whatever happens, we have to protect you. I'm out. But my life, what was it for? What was I supposed to learn?
That Fairlease has a new approach to car leasing. Cuts out the hassles and puts the customer first.
What?
They're flexible and focused on you. Fairlease when you don't know what to do about a car. 'Cause car stuff is hard. But not with Fairlease. You don't need a dealership, baby. Zone in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in
The dumb zone.
The answer is no.
Wrong. You do this deal or I pull your funding.
Well, you can't pull funding because we have a contract, so.
Oh, we have a contract? We have a fucking contract, Richard? You want to know what I have? A fucking car whose doors open like this. Not like this. Not like this. These are not the doors of a billionaire, Richard. Fuck you. Fuck you in the ass.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
Didn't the guy from Crazy Town die?
Oh, he did?
I think he might have.
Oh, no. What a sad day.
I know.
Jimmy loves that song.
Now, had he been killed in some sort of a horrific accident, our friends at Frankel and Frankel would be there to help the family of the come my lady guy get paid. As long as they call 817 or 214 and then 333-3333. The Frankels have a lot of experience, Lawrence.
Yeah. They've got a lot of buses, too.
They do have a lot of buses, and if one of those buses were to hit you and personally injure you, you would be look up and you would just call the number on side.
All right. I'm going to jump in front of one.
They would call immediately.
See if they stand on business.
They do. They have experience and they have knowledge to win.
All right.
That's what they're going to do. They're a part of our Dumb Zone generic summer event. Ooh. That'll be on June 6th at 6.
I had a great time at the last one.
It's at Four Corners Brewing Company. I want to say brewery, but it's Brewing Company right over there in the Cedars. We'll have live music from Prophets and Outlaws and Quaker City Nighthawks. We will have food from Cane Rosso.
You guys not doing comedy this time?
You know what we're doing? Not really. We're doing Family Feud. We're doing like a little show Family Feud thing.
I've just been collecting things to hold against Jimmy, and the last 3 days, just the universe has provided them, and that's one of them.
That he was there. Yeah. Now you can just tell him it was so bad we can't.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to tell him, and I'm saying that live here on air.
Yeah, everything's the same except no Jimmy this year.
That's pretty much it. No comedy.
How can we make this better? Right?
Yeah, how can we make this better? I love it.
And we made it better by getting air conditioning. It's inside. Community Mechanical.
All right.
Shout out to Koala, Silverback Construction, How Water. We'll have a water station, Fair Lease, Frankel and Frankel, Game Day Men's Health, and of course, like I said, Cane Rosso will have food out there. A couple things to share with the class real quick. I think a quirk of modern society, it almost feels like the mini disc. Like we tried to make this happen and it just doesn't really fit. But hey, here's some content while you're pumping gas at the gas station.
Yeah.
Is a really failed idea. I don't know.
Dude. Wow. So I was just talking to somebody about this yesterday.
Stockton and Malone, dude.
No, because I don't know where you're going with this, but I was talking to somebody who works, they're a programmer, but it's for like, well, what do you they're like a program director, but if like Kohl's has somebody programming all that music.
Yeah. Yeah. And like when you hear like promotional messages and stuff like that.
Well, they're a freelance program director who might work for the company that pipes in the music for Kohl's, but they also work for a company that pipes in the music to whatever restaurant.
They got a fractional prod guy.
And I was thinking, yeah, same thing. Cause I'll go to that, the dirty gas station by your house.
Yeah.
Our favorite one. Uh-huh. And I'm always wondering like, who's doing like the sports report? Like they have a little report. They have it's like a little radio station, but it's just for Shell gas stations.
Yeah. It's really weird. And you'll see for a while, there was some lady that was like on Dancing with the Stars or something. And people were like, oh, she's always on that, whatever. But they'll do like little sports and, they'll always have a partnership with like fucking Tubi or like Crackle or
my TV wants me to watch Tubi so bad.
It really, I feel like it's got to be a psyop. But so I'm getting gas this morning and they're running a little profile on noted Michigan head coach Sharon Moore, who is no longer the head coach at Michigan. If you Google him, you will find a mugshot because he was most recently in the news for barricading himself as he tried to kill his mistress and himself. Like,
wow, that's awesome.
Months ago, and they just haven't. It doesn't get the update. Doesn't get to the Shell station where the guys from the Middle East are on the phone all day.
That's hilarious.
So like they're
That's
running
hilarious.
like, hey, missing John Benet Ramsey. Like flyers are like, dude, you guys are way out of date.
Did we find her?
Found her.
No. Oh,
She's Katy Perry.
That's right. She's in Blink 182. So anyways, that's one thing I wanted to share with you guys. And then another one, we got an email from Christina, who
Oh yeah. What's up?
What's up, Christina?
almost certainly a lady, right?
Is this customer service?
Dude, we got jacked up on somebody was emailing us named Cass for a long time.
Yeah, that's a
I
hard
damn
day
near
to
sent the
come.
dick pic.
Yeah.
So hot.
And then we showed up at the apartment, and the dude looks like he's a offensive tackle. He's a big fella named Cass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then you definitely sent the dick pic.
Yeah. Because
So-
he's going to send you one back.
She sent this. It's a little choppy. We'll play clean audio after. But who is this, Blake? Because apparently he's an ace now. This is Tomoyuki Sugano.
Doesn't take much for the Rockies.
Well, I'm just saying they've got there's a new fan fave Asian pitcher. He's big. He's not new either. Like he came over at 35 or something. But I guess he's been dealing. And he got sick the other night. This is from their local NBC affiliate up in Denver. Just feel like throwing up and diarrhea.
That's not a pleasant day of work, we can agree. His stomach is failing him, but Tomoyuki Sugano has guts. Somewhere between not giving up runs and fighting them off themselves, the Rockies
dork.
have themselves a warrior on the mound.
What do you mean? You talked over the best line there. Somewhere between fighting off the runs and not giving him up himself.
Which is great. It's like Jenkins' segue.
All of a
Also,
sudden.
the diarrhea thing came from his translator. He couldn't clean that up just a little bit.
No, it's funny too. I have it's funny. This is the post game. Hold on, I'll flip it back over here. Of course, makes us think of Chan Ho Park. Once upon a time, I was asked about this, but here's the Rocky pitcher one.
Hey, Tomo, why didn't you feel upset stomach? Or can you tell us?
It's just electric feel banging in the background as this guy talks to his stomach problems.
Upset stomach? Or can you tell us what was going wrong?
体調が悪かったその原因っていうのは腹痛だったのか頭痛だったのか何だったのか吐き気の原因ですね just feel like throwing up and diarrhea.
Did that affect you at all during the game in terms of?
What do you
Evan
think?
Grant? Yes, of course it did.
Every single
not
time
at all.
I had to go to the stretch, I was worried I was going to shit.
Yeah, we wear white pants.
God, that's rough. I like the idea of being so good at something you don't have to speak the language.
Yeah.
You know, like there's something cool
Yeah.
about that. You know what I mean?
That would
Trump's
be cool.
wife.
Like if you expire.
Play the video again. I'm sorry I talked over it.
Yeah, no, I think the guy's got bars. It's good lines there, and he's confident. Just feel like throwing up and diarrhea. Oh yeah.
That's not a pleasant day of work, we can agree. His stomach is failing him, but Tomoyuki Sugano has guts. Somewhere between not giving up runs and fighting them off themselves, the Rockies have themselves a warrior on the mound.
Hey, I'm just hearing a guy destroying.
Does that make you a warrior on the mound? I've been a warrior on the mound several times. You know what I mean? I didn't realize that, kind of same mentality. Same
Lawrence, you
grit.
may not be familiar with former Rangers and several stops in the MLB pitcher, in MLB Chan Ho Park, Asian pitcher. He answered for himself.
Oh, sick.
Oh, okay. Oh, sick.
Well, I had a lot of diarrhea. That's what you want to know?
Your manager said you were sick.
Yeah, I had a lot of diarrhea.
Obviously feel better.
Yeah, I had a diarrhea and then. Why? Why is it funny?
No.
I mean, save it. Yeah, the off day, I had a lot of diarrhea, so, and I feel afraid. Flu, and yesterday I got flu too, like a lot of cough.
Anyways.
Is he being interviewed by school children?
No, I think Joba Chamberlain or somebody was in the background.
Joba Chamberlain.
I swear I think it was. It might have been, it was somebody like that was, and he just could not get over the concept of an Asian guy saying diarrhea.
I mean, it is a funny thing to say in an accent.
And he just kept saying it over and over and over. Let's see here. Is there anything else we want to do before we, what else we got?
It's weird. That's just the culture, right? The culture, you don't
just saying
the Rockies.
I was talking to my mom about her book where she learned about her first period and all that.
Yeah.
And she was saying, like, when she was that age, or even in pop culture, you couldn't say the word pregnant. Like, her grandma never would say the word pregnant to her.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They dance around it. But I guess if you said the word, then you know there was some fucking.
Yeah, like somebody came inside me recently
in a motherly way.
Yeah, and I mean that is that is the end product there, right? Like when people, it's like we always talk about when somebody comes over and the uncle's like, "Hey, you guys trying to have kids or not?"
Yeah,
like, yeah. You mean, am I leaving that thing in?
Yeah,
raw, unwrapped.
No, we're just. I'm just putting it on her back.
Just putting it on her back. Yeah, we're not that serious yet.
Almost done with the left nipple.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Try to do some Picassos.
I don't know. We could do some news unless you want to talk about why does. Hey, listen, Jock Peterson, why don't you hit leadoff? And if you're not going to hit leadoff, how about cleanup?
He's making the most money, I guess.
I give up. No, I don't give up.
What do you mean? They put him at cleanup?
He hit leadoff for a few games.
He
had one leadoff fucking home run, which is the worst possible thing that could have happened.
First game,
by
right?
far. Yes. Yeah. They rode it for a few games, and they put him. Then they put him at cleanup because they don't have anybody who can hit. Dan Nemo doesn't hit anymore. Seager's busted. Langford's still out. Josh Young is fine, but they can't hit. They don't have anybody who can hit. They strike out too much. They don't walk enough.
Berger's back.
Berger's back. And so, yes, Berger will hit a 2-3 run home run every game and give you a chance. It sucks because their rotation is still good.
Skip Schumacher.
You know,
yeah,
you just need to have bits. It's so much easier if you're a baseball manager if you have bits. Because when you just look like that, and guys are getting picked off on first, and it's happening kind of a lot, actually. It's really easy to get upset with you. This is why Gabe had such a hard time with like Spike Eskin, not Spike, Howard Eskin.
Right.
We need Ron Washington back.
You do. I think baseball managers need to be fat or smoke. Or
that
like,
was the coolest thing when you just look over and he's just ripping a secret cig.
They just have to be different, you're saying?
I think so. I really do think that in that game it needs to be just something, like we were playing the other day, George Brett talking for 5 minutes about accidentally crapping his pants.
Yeah.
What about a trans manager?
I'm sorry, Dan. Dan, what was that? A trans manager.
Yeah.
Okay, just
Something
keeping
different.
it interesting. And it's maybe sort of fluid where day to day.
Sure. How you feeling?
I think it's weird. The other day, Jason Collins died. And
really?
He was the first.
Was he like 50?
Not even, bro.
That scares me.
I think it might have been an aneurysm.
But
But he was an NBA player who came out as gay at the end of his career. I don't think he ever was active as an NBA player when he was active as a gay man, or out, But he was kind of thought of as the guy who came out. And I heard the ticket talking about this, and I know that I don't know what you call it when you do transition. But how is Bruce Jenner, doesn't Bruce Jenner as Caitlyn Jenner have sex with men?
Has she gone back?
Well,
Caitlyn Jenner? Or is it still?
Caitlyn Jenner is still a female.
Okay.
It's Caitlyn
All right.
Jenner. I guess I don't
Stuck
know
with
who
it.
that
Stuck
woman
with it.
is romantic with, but
Stayed gritty.
There's a world
Followed the
where best athlete who is gay would be best athlete who has, sucked someone off who doesn't have a vagina. Like how Bruce Jenner is the best. I don't know. You guys not see what I'm saying here?
No, I lost you at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Are you saying, does he have sex with men?
Well, yeah, kind of, because what I'm saying is if you're looking for, they were
hope
saying
so.
you need a big dominant athlete, like a superstar athlete who is gay to destigmatize that. And
Right.
Bruce Jenner, while not gay, did sort of undergo a thing that I don't know.
Right. You would think.
I just go.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You think you talk about that part of it more, but you don't.
I don't even tell people if they're pregnant or not, so that was hard for me.
Yeah. And it's probably just because she's too busy killing people with her car.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Which is something that does happen. 3 Dallas PD officers injured over the weekend. No deaths here. This occurred as the 3 of them, friends, buddies, were
Sounds like it might be hilarious.
in a private, or they were in a plane. Like they're
Okay.
out doing plane. This just sort of ties into my theory, though, about the adrenaline, the dopamine thing, whatever. Got to be a lot of guys who are police officers who are doing stuff like that.
What were they doing?
Flying a plane, a small plane. I'm not getting a little ass plane. Just flying around out. They
But
crashed in 40.
they were all injured?
Yeah.
But they're alive?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It happened after midnight Saturday night. So you're just out Saturday night, like cruising small plane with the fellas.
Yeah.
Like there's people doing that. It was after
Is there
midnight.
alcohol involved?
I bet you that is so dangerous that like if you wrecked and they could, I mean maybe, but it feels like if you wreck and then they show up and you had alcohol,
You think cops are worried about that?
Yeah, maybe not.
Little Con Air situation going on.
It sounds pretty badass.
It does. And the fact they survived.
Yeah.
You know?
Tough guys.
I wonder if they get in trouble for that.
If you got the license.
Yeah. You're allowed to wreck a plane if you have a license.
Wild story that I saw out of Galveston that was reported last week. There was a couple that had driven in from Wichita, Kansas.
Ooh, just got back from there.
And how was it? Lovely this time of year?
No. I mean, I've been going there for 10 years. It's as terrible as it's always been. I love it, though. I love Wichita. I do love
Comedy?
Wichita. Yeah, doing comedy for...
I would hope so.
Yeah, it's playing some bar show. They had a green room. They took me down to it, and it was a place where people film snuff films or something, and I asked to please take me back upstairs.
Yeah.
So what happened in Galveston?
So there's a couple down there from Wichita, Kansas. They're meeting the husband. They're meeting his parents. They come in from Denver. They're all going to go on a cruise together. Carnival Breeze. And they're down there eating at one of these places off the pier in Galveston. You know, the typical move, Dan. You've got, if you're driving on the seaside, you're going to have a bunch of these type places where there's a long walkway out to the ocean, and then the building is like actually on the ocean, right? You can fish, usually probably fried shrimp, things of this nature.
Terrible town, Galveston.
I fucking love Galveston.
You do?
Yeah.
Can't you see like the fire burning in the background? And
The oil?
Yeah, the oil
yeah.
burning in the background and from the dirty beach. And they got a 2-story Whataburger.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think
I like the Selena statue.
I love everything about it. But in this case, these people are there eating, waiting for their cruise. And a bird comes down.
Okay.
And there's some commotion, and the resulting commotion knocks their keys into the ocean. And it's not just their keys, it's their parents' keys that they had hooked together to make sure that they would not lose all their keys before they got on the boat.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Fell into the water. And, you know, it's hard to tell without this picture, but, you know, you're out, it's probably 5 to 10 feet, but it's the ocean. You know, you're not just up like right where you could walk out into it.
That's so curb.
It really is.
You always lose your keys. Here, I'm going to lock them onto mine.
Yeah.
And then a bird.
Yeah. So this guy was going to get in. His wife's like, absolutely not. It's about 14 feet deep right there, actually. And the reason we know it's 14 feet deep, fast forward to the end, they posted on a Facebook page, hey, we're leaving, but if anybody can find this, please, whatever. And there was a Marine that lived down there.
Got nothing to do.
Had dive experience and was like, F it, I'll try. And he found the keys.
Oh!
Yeah. Like a couple days later. They were already starting to get like corroded, but he said that they work. But he found them while they were gone.
Local hero.
Yeah.
Yep.
Local
Does say the guy gave him a reward, but it doesn't say what.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder what.
I know. I'm thinking, why do you not ask? Follow up. It says a tidy reward.
Run at his wife.
Hey.
Why not? How bad do you want these keys back?
Yeah, I mean, it's a currency, you know?
Yeah, after a cruise, you're tired of her.
Yeah, that's probably true. A guy graduated from SMU over the weekend. This is quite the story. It is a dude who had already been in prison under the 3 strikes law.
Ooh.
He was sentenced to life without parole at the age of 22. He
Yeah, for what?
It was drug arrests.
All right.
Mother suffered extreme crack cocaine addiction. Suffered drugs because he thought it was a way to escape poverty, he says. So he had the 3 strikes, you're out. He's going away forever at 22. And then in 2021, he was paroled. After Donald Trump met with Kim Kardashian.
I remember. Yeah.
When she was trying to be a lawyer?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think, you know, they met during Trump 1. He actually ended up getting out like a year later in 2021. But yes, she kept failing the bar exam. That's a funny one. Really brings people together to see Kim Kardashian repeatedly fail the bar exam. Like
What can she do? You know?
What can she do?
Yeah, what can she do? I love her getting criminals out. Like my mom served 25 to life.
For real, what do they call it? The paragraph? The mandatory? Some sort of for what?
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
I think the third felony was assault with a motorized vehicle.
Is she still in?
No, she got
Okay.
out early.
Okay.
She's doing great. She's doing great in life. Real proud of her.
What was the assault with a motorized vehicle story?
I think it was an ex-boyfriend. From the story I heard, he said, "What are you gonna do, bitch? Hit me with your car."
And you said your mom was the white one?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I see how your dad was interested.
Yeah, my dad died recently. It's a real funny story.
Okay, well, you didn't have to do that, but while we're here,
go on.
Were you on good terms by any chance?
Oh, my father and I?
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I should have. This story might make me sound like a psychopath. My dad, I hadn't talked to him in like 35 years, and I get a phone call, and they're like, yeah, your dad died last night.
Damn, dude.
And I was like, okay. And he's like, well, it was his birthday. All right.
He died on his birthday?
Yeah, on his birthday. He was leaving the Dallas
Dream.
site. The Dallas site down the street. Not too far from here. Popular little biker drinker hole. And so I went over there kind of just to investigate for myself. Because I hadn't talked to him in 35 years. And at the end of the bar, there is a comic that I know, Paulos. And he sees me, we start talking. And I asked him, I go, did you know my father, Larry Rosales? And he goes, yeah, he would always ask me how my shows were going, tell me he was proud of me. And I was like, oh, well, just tell me how he died. And apparently my dad was leaving this bar. He got hit on the side, but it wasn't his fault. But, he's super, blackout drunk or whatever. So he tries to fly around the other side of the building real quick to flee this accident. And he smashed into a pillar and was ejected from the front window. You could see all the police tape around it, where he slapped into a sign for a business called Smile Orthodontics. And my response to that was, at least he didn't get a DUI. You know what I mean? That'll mess your life up.
Yeah.
So, probably worked out for him. in the end, I guess.
Death was probably cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So shout out dead dads.
So
that affects you, Jake?
No, I love it.
Yeah, you love it? Okay.
I love it.
All right.
I love it. Dan, this one's for you, buddy. The FBI announced over the weekend that they have upped their reward to $200,000 for information that leads to the discovery and prosecution of a woman named Monica Witt, who is from El Paso.
Ooh, I love El Paso.
Now I've got an image on the screen there with 3 images. The one on the left and the one on the right are Monica. She was in the Air Force.
Oh, and she was trying to give like
she is
spy
a
stuff?
former Air Force intelligence specialist. She served from 97 to 08 and then had a high-level defense contractor clearance until 2010. And they believe that she defected or abandoned her allegiance to America and has sworn herself to the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. So this woman has fully, and this lady is as white lady. Her name's Monica Witt. She looks like any lady I went to high school with.
Yeah,
and she feels that it's like if you're a lady inside a man's body, right? Same thing.
Yeah. She's Iranian on the inside.
She's trans. She's Muslim. So here's the thing. She speaks, I think, fluent.
I don't mean to sound stupid, but are all 3 of those her?
Yeah. Well, the middle one is not. The middle one is a. This is what we think we'd look like if she was a Muslim. But she's very fluent in multiple languages. So I guess she got in, and they say that she appeared at a couple of different conferences over there where they believe she gave them a bunch of information, direct support to multiple terrorist organizations, which could be bullshit. But the point is, nobody can find this lady, which is kind of hot.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
Where's the last place?
Boy, it might have been El Paso.
Okay, I'll look for her.
You're on the other side of the country.
Yeah, I'll keep my eyes
That's probably
open.
where she is.
Anyways, down in Houston over the weekend, they had a gathering of the Talls.
Of the Talls?
Yeah. They have something called the Tall Tour. And it's basically just let's get all of the local media out here, but it's a Houston bar that hosts the hey, if you're tall, come on down.
What's the you must be this tall to enter?
It's what is the height?
Did you and Dan get in?
Yes.
Sorry, Blake.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go anyway.
Yeah, Blake, we'll be fine. Take our piss jars and get out of here.
Yeah.
But
I wish you could go.
It is the pictures are very funny. Just a ton of people all together. I think it'd be fun just to go stare at them, point at them, gawk at them. Like, what would be the purpose for these people needing to network, though, other than dating? Do you know what I mean?
Selling an old bed.
Yeah.
Maybe that's true. Because, you hear about, there'll be young... There was a thing I remember seeing on vacation one time, young black professionals. And it was like a networking organization.
That makes sense.
Yeah, okay, because, people... It's like Aggies, right? Like, all right, we'll gotta look out for each other. But is that really a thing for tall people?
I feel like tall people, get looked out for by everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? You guys do have an easier life.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blake and I are down here fighting, for scraps.
Grinding.
Yeah, grinding grit, as the guy from the golf would say.
5'8" for women, 6'1" for men.
That's
5'8" for a woman.
That's not that tall.
You ever slept with a woman taller than you?
No.
No? Blake?
Nope.
Oh, okay. All right.
What's it like?
Uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Kind of feel like you're letting everybody down at all times,
I don't know,
Just gonna pat you on your head.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would feel like an underdog.
An underdog?
I would feel like something, something was being requested of me, Answer the bell.
Rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get gritty.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see rising to the occasion, as it were. Oh, let's play this video that I saw on Dallas, Texas TV. Boy.
That's a thing?
Oh, what?
What?
Dude, if you're trying to write comedy, you need to just be mainlining Dallas, Texas TV. They're on Instagram and Twitter. And it's just like if you wake up on a Saturday or Sunday, you can just see all the fights.
That's how it started.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
But it's way more than that now. Like if somebody a ride gets stuck at Six Flags or whatever dumb, And
there's a police chase on foot.
Police chase is big.
Hell
Those
yeah.
are sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now, I do not know how to say this word, but I'm going to let Google try to say it for me. But it's a type of watch. And this is a video of them releasing this type of watch.
Audemars Piguet.
Audemars Piguet.
Oh, was
That's
this at
close.
North Park or whatever they were doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is at North Park. Dan, this is at 4 a.m. You have like Cowboys party pass level crowds at 4 a.m.
To get a watch.
It's more than that.
What do you mean it's more than that?
Yeah, what is that mean?
Swatch and Audemars Piguet are doing a collab.
Gay. Collab.
Yeah,
This collab is just, I can't. I'm
APs
sure I've said
are
it,
probably
but-
some of the most expensive watches out there. The Royal Oak is their most iconic look to a watch.
Are you a watch guy?
Apparently.
There's precious metals in watches, baby.
I know, but they just seem less functional, right? Like everything else you're into is like, a gun.
You're gonna need one
maybe,
day.
yeah, but
It's an interesting market to follow.
So all of these guys can afford one of these. How much is one of these
They're
watches?
$300.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
why-
say. I thought they were going
okay.
to be super expensive.
Normally, the cheapest one's
But
in the 30s.
I think what the deal is they're going to resale for a ton. Right? Like, so you go buy the Pokemon and I don't know why I said it like that and sell it for 10x. But
Yeah, that's what all these people are doing. They're
Oh,
not
okay,
there to
okay.
own it.
Grifters.
They're going to try to
Ticket
flip
scalpers,
it for
basically
3 or
Yeah.
4K.
there's almost something about that video that makes me feel good. Like
That
to
you're-
see that people are still living like this, like analog in real life. Like
You've succeeded to a point where you don't have to do that.
not even that. That it seems like kind of life is just all going online, right?
Yeah.
Like we used to go line up at GameStop for games to come
Remember
out.
when chicken sandwiches at Popeyes was like a big deal and
Oh
everybody
my
was
God,
like,
that
right before COVID happened?
Yeah. And it was a big event.
Yeah.
It was a big event. And I like that one because it's like I could afford this. You know what I mean? I can get this Popeyes line. For
Lower
sure.
resale value.
Yeah, very
But-
much a lower resale
There were
value.
people reselling them, though.
Definitely.
There were?
Yeah.
Oh,
people
yeah.
buying up.
That's hilarious.
People buying bulk.
I worry about our economy. I was staying at an Econo Lodge, and it's just like the van life, which you see when you're on the road a lot, is like you see a lot of people aspiring to be homeless. And
Yeah, there's something to that with like tiny homes a little bit. Like there's something, I think that you want to kind of try to strip things down. I get that urge to be like, fuck, I got too much
But
shit.
like, you know those like Jeep Gladiators? Like
Yeah.
those like $80,000 cars. I saw one of these in a Cracker Barrel parking lot and the guy's like sleeping on top of it in one of those campers and then he's cooking behind it. And I'm like, it's just like in an $80,000 vehicle. It's like, this is not a good sign for where our country is.
He's got a TikTok. He's doing it for views.
That's a thing.
Oh, you think that's what it is?
100%.
Well, I see people and they're basically saying I'm homeless. So like, I couldn't be homeless in this van without these Duracell batteries. And it's like, all right, this is what we're doing.
They're choosing that life.
They are choosing it. It's weird.
And elementary school in San Antonio took Dan's idea, sort of. Tell me if you think we should be saluting these kids for that. This is this is in Alamo Heights in San Antonio. 300 first and second graders in Heights Independent School District completed a full marathon.
Wow. That's impressive.
Since the start of the year.
Are they just tracking steps at recess? What are they
Yeah.
doing?
They are. They have a marathon map. Basically, you know how it is. Like you're at recess and you see how far you moved for. So they give you the 26.2 sticker for your little.
Okay, that's incredibly
did they
lame.
really?
So they're,
Yeah.
they're geotagging the kids.
Right. That's all it is. It's just an effort to put GPS. Where do you fall on that? Like, when your son, right, gets the ability to have a phone or something, like, the argument is they get the phone earlier and it's a safety thing.
Yeah, I mean, I just come from a different generation. So, like, his mom, every time, like, I have him by myself, I always forget that he's got a tracker in his shoe. And my phone will start pinging, like, hey, you're next to a AirTag. And at first I was confused, but it's just in his shoe.
Oh, yeah.
But, I don't know. I don't have as much of those concerns. But his mom the other day, we were at the mall together, and his mom got mad at me because we were in the bathroom for a long time because we had to wait for a stall. And his mom was like, I texted you and your phone was on silent, and I called you, you didn't answer. I was worried about him. And I'm like, he's with me. Like, his mom, like, moms, you're amazing, but like, the kid is technically safer with the father. Can we agree on that?
At the end of the day,
like, what are you benching? You know what I mean? Let me see your 20 time. Like, what are you worried about? I'm like, we've been divorced 6 years, and you're safer when you're with me. You know what I mean? Like, what? I don't know.
It's true.
Yeah. Moms, you're great. Mother's Day, I hope you enjoyed it. But the kid is technically safer with the father.
I thought you were about to say something.
Nope.
You're just basking in the glow. All right, there's your news.
The Dumb Zone News. Like and subscribe.
That was a good news.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
This has a bed.
And it's brought to you, Blake, by our good friends at Fair Lease. Let's say that you're an idiot.
Okay, I'm
All right.
listening.
Like Mike
Check.
Soroy.
Oh.
And you went and got a lease at some other company. They will help you get out of that lease by the grace of God. 972-705-4815. Connor or Nick at Fair Lease. That's what they do. That's why they can be flexible. They're backed by the Credit Union of Texas. They are a community bank. They're here to give you the best rate. When things are going well for the Credit Union of Texas, they take that money and they put it back into their customers with better rates. That's how Fair Lease works. That's to say nothing of the fact that they can get you whatever car you want. They can get you whatever vehicle you need for your business. Whatever it is you need, do it with Fair Lease at fairlease.org, Blake.
Let's see. Dear Uncle Daniel or 42 Blake, I'd like to wish my son Ian James a very late, happy 17th birthday on April 28th.
What are we doing?
Are we doing this? Anyway, my leaders are the Lake Arlington's
Yes.
What?
Big supporter of our show. He had a few things going on. He emails us a week late. You guys are up his ass.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
mean,
week
does he have
late.
anything
It's like
else
3
he'd
weeks
like
late.
to report? Is the second tower still standing?
What?
Do we find John Benet Ramsey?
Yeah,
I
what's
do
this?
want to know. Yeah.
Does he have details on Sharon Moore?
Yeah, I mean,
Herschel Walker traded.
why not? You know what? How old is the kid?
17.
While we're at it, let's do one for 16, because that wasn't that long ago either. We
Yeah.
should, and probably 15 too. While we're at it, happy 15th.
Well,
Sounds like a
We
great
missed
dad.
all those.
This guy's leaders are the Lake Arlington's alligator chowing down on unlimited poncho sopapillas.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
And Ava's new Indian name projected on the Jumbotron. Long live the Discord T Dizzle.
Oh yeah, any AI? It's probably too white for them to need it. At your graduation, Dan. I feel like he's
Okay, I'll give you that. Like they said, my daughter, it's a real liberal college, and it's into their art.
Right.
They're really into art and communications, all that. So before the thing, she said everybody would revolt if they tried using AI
yeah.
because you'd be taking a job, blah blah blah. And then they used AI.
Wow. Okay, well, that's
Yeah.
something I want to talk about tomorrow, because that was big today in Twitter this weekend, is college deans getting booed at commencement ceremonies over
Awesome.
AI stuff. That's why. So in Plano, Lawrence, they took a lot of heat.
My alumni, Plano.
Did you graduate from Plano High School?
Senior high, yeah.
So they took a lot of heat for seemingly trying to do the right thing, which is they announced that they were going to have all of the names for graduation read by AI because they were tired of gringos, probably, or whatever, messing up
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Indian names. And people are like, oh, what? They're like, we can't get it right. You know?
Yeah.
Damned if you do. Anywho.
One more. Dearest
Happy
Hogmogger.
birthday, dude.
Yeah.
Hogmother?
Hog Mogger.
Oh, okay.
Today is the Chris Gronkowski on the Cowboys birthday of Day 1 DF and chair of the Denver Beehive, Steve Miracle. This marks our 6th year of writing in for each other's birthdays, and while I would say it's not gay, he just built a catio, so I'm beginning to have my doubts.
What's a catio?
What is a catio?
I had to look up the pronunciation of this. It's basically just like a birdhouse for your cat.
Oh, okay.
Extended, like an
Like a
extended
patio.
Yeah.
For your cat, okay.
Or like a greenhouse for your cat.
Patio. That's really...
But the people that do it right, it's an extension of their patio for their cat.
Been thinking about getting a cat, but I don't want to give up on myself yet.
You're not there yet.
Okay.
I would go back to meth before cat.
Okay.
Speaking of mogging, did you guys see Clav was in court?
I didn't know what any of that sentence meant.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was the thing from before. Do you remember when I told you that he might have been in trouble for shooting at a alligator?
Who told on him? The alligator?
No, they live streamed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They were shooting at a dead alligator, but they had to go to court. And I don't know how the legal system works. I feel like they can just pull strings and this happens and that happens because the judge that Clavicular and his looks maxing buddy ended up in front of is like the hottest dude in the world. Like he's the most bachelor contestant looking Chad. He's like a man, you know? He makes Clavicular look like a boy. And he's a judge. And so the whole internet is just like, oh shit, he got looks mags, he got judicial mogged by an actual. So stupid.
That's hilarious. What a funny way to end up in court.
Yeah. They don't play about stuff like that down there, dude. And the people down there will tell you that. You know, like Clayton's a big hunting guy. That's why a big part of the reason I don't like doing it is there are a lot of laws and shit that can go wrong.
But you can't shoot a dead alligator.
No.
All right. Well,
filing a carcass.
Ridiculous.
I learned. Yeah, that is ridiculous, especially in America. Not top 10 in freedom.
Dude, you know what it is? It's the same thing as like why you don't want to go out like just blowing up villages overseas or whatever. You start unloading into that alligator, a bunch of other alligators over there watching, reading their religious texts, which they're misinterpreting to think that they need to now rise up as alligators. And
now you're on a fan boat and your whole family's
they're
dead.
tied to your fan boat.
Yeah.
You don't want to radicalize them.
Fly a plane into Disney.
Boy, somebody's going to do it eventually.
Yeah, maybe.
I got an Iron Dome over that thing.
So Catio's
We do
guys.
need to Iron Dome Disney. That's great.
His leader is Dale Hansen's attention span when anyone other than Dale Hansen is talking.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, we had him on like 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
It was
really?
awesome. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I used to
chilling.
hate him when I was a child. I'm glad to hear he's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you remember trying to read like a viewer mail birthday in front of Dale Hansen that didn't talk about Dale?
I think we might have tried one or two and then kind of, all right.
Like just anything he couldn't.
Right.
Dale pretty proud of Dale?
Yeah.
Awesome. Why not?
As he should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Dale.
Looking forward to blasting another lung dart with Jake outside the dive-in soon from Denver DF Jesse.
Oh, man. That was great. That's probably the last cigarette I had. I keep taking them with me everywhere and not smoking them.
Oh, good for you.
No. I want to smoke a cigarette every now and then.
Yeah, but you're not
Why?
smoking them. But I like the idea of whenever I'm trying to quit something, like having it around a little bit somehow helps.
Yeah, no, I think
Like,
that's what they recommend.
I'll drink less, but with a bottle of wine in the house.
That's what they do.
You
That's what
know?
they recommend for all drug users.
Yeah.
Just kind of keep it on hand. Yeah.
Oh, you're being sarcastic. I was
Yes.
being serious. Okay, yeah.
Well, you haven't needed a cigarette in a while because you are a big Lucy guy.
That's right. Lucy.co/dumbzone. That's how I get my nicotine. 100% pure nicotine pouches, always tobacco free. It's clean. It's a nice fresh feel. I like the 8 milligram apple ice. They got the breaker in them, but they've got gum. They've got the ones that don't have the breaker. They go up to 12 milligram. These are the best nicotine pouches you're going to find. It's pretty simple. Like the fact that they even have the other ones, I kind of forget about. And then randomly someone will hand one to me, put it in your mouth. And this is disgusting. There is a difference. Lucy.co/dumbzone will get you 20% off your first order when you buy online with promo code dumbzone. You can also use their store locator to find Lucy near you. They do have it in some stores. But why not just do it online? Lucy.co/dumbzone.
The
Dumbzone presents Today in History.
We are about to enter Ohio. There we are. We're in Ohio.
God, it happened so fast
God,
up
you
there.
already drove through Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I've been in 3 states since you started the show.
Wow, dude,
Texas is too big.
I bet you're cleaning up on the license plate game.
He's just playing by himself. Today is Monday, May 18th, the 138th day of 2026. On this date in 1910, Halley's Comet passed by Earth, brushing it with its tail.
Ooh, according to who?
Blake left town.
Yeah.
No, that was probably my first. What year you say?
1910.
Okay, because something that happened with this comet in the 90s was my first like cult thing. Was that Heaven's Gate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I've seen the Hulu.
Haley Bob.
Yeah.
In 1927, in America's deadliest school attack, part of a schoolhouse in Bath Township, Michigan was blown up with explosives planted by local farmer Andrew Kehoe, who then set off a bomb in his truck. The attacks killed 38 children and 6 adults, including Kehoe, who'd earlier killed his wife.
Damn, dude, this is throwback.
Should have gone to Men's Health.
This is Columbine. Blowed up
Do
the
you
school,
think
then
he-
blowed up his truck.
Would he be proud if he saw Columbine? Is that how
No,
it's
because
advanced?
Columbine failed.
Okay, not to kill the bit, but because I am actually interested in this. This is sort of Columbine-y, but it's not because the guy wasn't that young.
No.
But here's the quick backstory. He was the school board treasurer.
Okay.
And he was angered by increased taxes and being defeated in that April's election for township clerk. It was thought by locals that he had planned revenge following his defeat. He had a reputation as a difficult man. And he had just been foreclosed on in his mortgage. For the next year, he secretly purchased explosives and hid them on his property and under the school.
I like staying angry for a year. It
Dude, the
takes
election
more
was
energy than
the
people
election
think.
he lost was April of 1926. The bombing was May of 1927. He just stewed for a year.
Yeah, what else are you gonna do, man? You don't have a job. You know what I mean?
And he killed his wife too. Like,
damn, dude.
Props for figuring out how to plant these explosives successfully.
I mean, no internet, and you got to learn how to build a bomb.
He didn't
Isn't
have
easy.
YouTube.
yeah.
It's not easy. Like 9/11, you ever gotten on a flight and seen how many people are on it? Like, how did they do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
In 1980, the Mount St. Helens
You've gotten on
volcano in Washington state
Planned out how
exploded.
you'd- What was it? Sorry.
Mount St. Helens killed 57 people on this day in 1980.
Yep.
Just blowing up.
Here, let me stand by this volcano.
Solid.
In 1981, the New York Native, a gay newspaper, carried a story concerning rumors of an exotic new disease amongst homosexuals. It was the first published report about what came to be known as AIDS.
Hell yeah. Full-blown AIDS. Do we still have AIDS? Is that still going on?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's quite the epidemic that it used to be, but because they have medicine for HIV now, right? So you...
Yeah, I see it on commercials. Like, they're like,
Quite
do
often.
you have HIV? And I'm like, how many people out here
Quite often, yeah.
having the old IV?
Yep.
My grandpa, not a fan of those commercials.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You get triggered by it?
Well,
He just doesn't like seeing dudes kiss.
you got to think about it. He went his whole life really not thinking he'd ever have to see that. Now he's sitting down for Titans, Patriots, and...
It's like, have you got AIDS? And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, man, I'm so tired of this. You know, I go to church every Sunday.
Does he hate it because it makes him get a boner?
Yeah. Lord
No,
knows I
it was
do.
actually sad when he told me because he just looked at me in my eyes and said, I wish I'd have gone my whole life without seeing that.
Well, how old is he?
93.
Well, he almost made it,
I
didn't
know,
he?
he's at the end and just
Yeah.
then they slap this on him.
Yeah. The last thing you see is an AIDS commercial.
Does he know about Bruce Jenner?
I doubt it. I really doubt it. In 1997, Tiger Woods continued his climb to the top of the PGA Tour after winning the Byron Nelson. Woods
with like his B game or something, right?
Woods was
Or
playing.
didn't he
Woods was playing in his first tournament since his record-setting Masters victory last month. It was his third victory of the year and his fifth in 16 events since turning pro. Woods carded a 2 under par 68 to finish 17 under, matching the tournament record set by Ernie Els in 1995.
Dude, he was so great.
There's
It's
a
tough
Waffle
to sum
House
up.
Waffle House?
Waffle?
There's a Waffle House 3 miles from the course.
Oh, that's why he played so good?
Some are saying.
And then on this day in Aggie history, in 2024, 706 people gather in Kyle, Texas to attempt to break the world record for a gathering of people with the same name.
Gathering of the Kyles.
Is that where they fell into the fire?
No.
This was
Oh, okay.
before
They
that.
didn't fall into the fire.
Oh, okay. I remember that story when I
Wait,
was
how
a kid.
did I not have this story today then? Because it's every year.
Every year on the same day?
Yeah.
Same day.
Boy, how sad is that?
You're doing the tall people story.
Yeah, maybe that.
You fall short of the record, so you just, let's try again next year. They fall woefully short of the record, 2,324 Ivans in 2017.
The Ivans are not going to be stopped.
Yeah.
On this day in Dumb Zone history, in 2021, we had Luka Doncic on the show.
Oh.
And maybe we go through that for tomorrow. I remember it being awesome.
I don't think I could do that, dude.
Was his English good back then?
No.
Not really, but
Okay. Once again, so good you don't even have to speak the language.
he was talking to us on his Bluetooth in his car. We could hear his blinker the whole time.
He didn't do a lot of interviews.
No, this
well, yeah,
is a huge
couldn't
gift.
speak the language very well.
Yeah.
He was done with the interview about 4 minutes in,
Mm-hmm.
and Dan made it about 18. Asking him who his cable provider was.
Who was it?
Dude, you knew it was the only time you're ever
No,
going to talk to
I'm
Luka.
with you. You did the right thing. It was just tense. And then in 2023, we find out why Dan wears logo-less shirts now.
Ooh, I'm with Dan on that. I'm a logoless guy myself.
As if you're watching on video, Dan just plain black t-shirt right now. In 2023, Dan was walking through the airport in a Browns shirt, and another Browns fan barked at him.
Yeah, that's the reason why. That's the reason why. That's hilarious.
Yep. That'll do it.
Birthdays today, Travis Hunter is 23.
All right.
Full-time corner now?
Failed.
No, you guys.
Failed?
No.
Failed
not-
experiment.
God.
Bad trade?
Did we fall for that?
Bad trade?
Yeah,
You
terrible
did
draft
fall
pick.
for it.
Okay.
You did fall for it. It's because they do the thing where reporters tweet stuff out at OTAs.
Yeah.
And he was only playing corner.
It's not going to be any different than it was before.
Oh, that's fake?
It's not fake. It's just that they weren't that day. They're going to do what they were doing. They're going to use him mostly as a DB.
Vince Young is 43.
It's a bad trade, but that doesn't mean he's failed.
God, I miss Vince Young being popular and famous.
Yeah.
Gave us a
Jake and I
lot.
hung out
Agree.
with
I'm gonna go
Vince
back and get
Young.
my degree.
That was a cool picture.
We hung out with him at the fair for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
How was he? Solid guy?
Oh, great dude.
He's the salt of the earth.
Yeah.
Jim Sundberg is 75.
Good old Jim.
Flozell Adams is 51.
The hotel.
Robert Quinn is 36, former Cowboy.
He had a big sack year. Like
And
one.
then went to Chicago, and
Yeah. Let's see.
Reggie Jackson is 80.
Damn, dude. He went and got 18 and a half in Chicago one year. That's crazy. Who? Reggie Jackson?
Yeah, he's 80.
The boys,
18 and a
the
half
boys
sacks?
of summer is what they call him. Yeah. Yeah.
Tennis Hall of Famer Yannick Noah is 66.
Joachim's
Joaquin's-
father.
Yeah.
I tried that name, Joachim,
Yeah.
for my son, and it did not fly.
Would that fit him? Now,
It's a good question. I don't know. Carter, in my mind, was a much gentler name. I thought it sounded kind of like peaceful and, you know, just.
Yeah, but now that he has that name, I picture Carter as a badass.
I do too.
I don't like it.
Like a battering ram.
I know. I'm an aggressive child.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This says Kim
the boy.
Spin.
The boy. The girl's very cool. The boy's a terrorist.
Former Mets
kid's laid back.
Former Mets GM Steve Phillips is 62.
Steve Phillips, this is so Steve Phillips used to do Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN. It was like the Harold Reynolds era. And he was nailing a production assistant.
Ooh.
And it was kind of the first time that people realized that the woman didn't need to be attractive at all. Because Steve Phillips is like an old Silver Fox guy. You know, he played in Major League Baseball. He's probably making a lot of money. She was not necessarily. She was like a 23, 24-year-old like video editor. And I think she like drove through the yard at his house or something. Crazy story.
Wow.
I'll look it
Oh
up.
man,
Yeah.
that makes me so terrified of women sometimes. Now.
Yeah.
Anytime I meet a woman, I'm like, I don't know if this is worth losing everything.
That's kind of the
I
fun
just get
though.
a cat. Yeah, it is kind of.
It normally is worth it.
I had a woman ask me out recently, and I go, "What are you going to do for your birthday?" And she said, "I want to go to a rave." And I thought I should get out of here.
No.
Yeah, dude, I'm 41. I struggle to stay up past 8 at night.
Yeah, we need to figure that out. Rave
All
is.
right, Jake, don't yell at me.
I'm just saying, dude. If a chick's asking you to go to a rave, you need to go.
I should have gone.
Yeah.
I just feel like a creepy old guy going to. I haven't been to Men's Health.
Yeah, I can
You
hook
know what I
you
mean?
up.
I'm gonna need some pick me up to do this.
GameDay.dumbzone.com.
Bet.
Rick Wakeman from Yes is 77. George Strait is 74.
Still alive.
George Strait, the real king.
Who's the fake?
My mom always would position
Garth?
George Strait against Garth. Like George Strait was a real cowboy.
Yeah.
Like Garth Brooks is. So the production assistant that Steve Phillips was nailing started stalking his wife, which is just.
As you do.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
You know, I worked with a guy on Saturday Night Live recently, and for 4 shows, and he told me that he only sleeps with 10s because they don't talk.
Okay. I guess if you can get to that point.
I mean, I wouldn't know that, and I've also never been on Saturday Night Live, but he sounded like it was a factual statement. He was very, nonplussed about it. Different life, huh?
Yeah.
Different life.
From Downton Abbey, Alan Leach is 45.
I've never seen it.
No.
Big day for your wife.
Yep.
Snoop Pearson is 46. He's from The Wire.
Oh,
Not he.
Best show ever.
She?
Yeah.
Female Snoop.
Yeah, well, so I know there was an executive order that said that there were 2 genders, but in your journeys, you're going to come across women that are not like women and men that are not like men, and Snoop.
All right.
Yeah.
Tina Fey's 56.
Oh, legend.
Yeah.
30 Rock's one of the best shows ever.
I don't know why. I think that she's like Bill Simmons for me. Like, I don't really like her work, but I really respect her. Can I get away with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She annoys me.
Dan hates her?
No, I think Dan loves her.
Dan hates Amy Poehler?
Yeah.
Same person. Oh, no.
See, I think there may be one of your chief criticisms there. It's just kind of one note.
Born on this day, now dead. Jimmy Snuka, professional wrestler.
Snuka.
Snuka?
Yeah.
Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Yeah.
I think he might have a Kim Spin. Not on the list.
I would imagine most wrestlers
Yeah,
do.
wrestlers, especially from that era,
And Thomas Midgley, who invented leaded gasoline.
You guys ever siphoned gas out of a car?
No, tell us about it.
No, I'm interested.
I was just raised by a man, my mom's ex-boyfriend. I was thinking about this the other day on stage where I was like, I was raised by. He would siphon gas, like the car would run out of gas every other day, and he would just go suck it out of somebody else's. spit it into a gas tank, put it in our car.
It for real works like that? Like it's that easy?
Yeah. And I was like, I was raised by a man who who couldn't read or write, but I'm pretty sure he knew the difference between 87 and 89.
Yeah,
just based on taste.
That's awesome.
Okay, I dig it.
Yeah, great guy. Shout out Nikki.
Dead on this day, still dead. Ernie Davis, the first black player to win the Heisman.
Ooh.
Said he died at the age of 23.
Ooh, that's a rough time to go.
That's how they celebrated the first black player to win the Heisman.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
You think they were all fired? Like General Fan was pretty fired up about that?
I think they wanted to fight on the White House lawn about it, probably.
Davis was selected first overall in the 1962 NFL draft by the Redskins, but was immediately traded to the Cleveland Browns.
You know why?
No.
Jack Kent Cook was not about to have a black guy on his team. Look it up.
Rough way to run a sports franchise.
It's super funny. Super funny to own a team called the Redskins.
Yeah.
And be like, come on, dude.
Well, the Redskins did seem to win the trade.
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
he died pretty soon after
He never
completion of the deal.
Never played a professional game. Roger Ailes died on this day. Yes, his birthday was Friday. He died 3 days later.
Fox
News. Ken Osmond, Eddie Haskell, and Leave It to the Beaver died on this day, at the age of 76.
Is he related to the Donny Osmond? Is that like one family or no? Looks like no.
I don't think so.
F me. I don't really get the whole Osmond thing.
Leave it. You like the Beaver?
We're losing you a little bit, but
Yeah, work backwards from the beaver joke.
I think it was a beaver pun that probably crushed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Beaver. We get it.
And then finally in 2023, Jim Brown died on this day.
Oh, no.
Yeah, buddy. I think "oh no" is typically what the women around him said when he,
Oh, no.
walked in
Jim
the door.
Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
Because of his big dong?
And that was Today in History.
well, Jim Brown got rough.
Oh,
Can
really?
you read me now?
Yeah.
He did not leave it all on the field.
Carried it over.
Okay.
What's up, bud?
Can I do closing remarks? Are these sponsored or no?
It is.
Yes, it is sponsored by HelloFresh.
Yeah.
HelloFresh, our good friends at HelloFresh. I'm a big HelloFresh customer. They deliver the meals right to your doorstep. So it takes out the hassle of going to the grocery store. It takes out the hassle of having to plan meals. It takes out the hassle of having to have food go bad. That's probably one we don't talk about enough, that I hate having food go bad. And when you're trying to cook, you buy too much of this or that. You got to buy all this of the spice. You're going to use a tiny little bit of it. With HelloFresh, they just give you exactly the portions you need, and you'll get healthy meals, great tasting meals. And right now, I got an offer for you, Larry Rosales.
Yeah.
Go to HelloFresh.com/dumbzone10FM now to get 10 free meals and a free NutriBullet Ultra Plus 2-in-1 compact kitchen system on your third box. Free meals applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only, varies by plan. Disclaimer, must order the third box by May 31st, 2026. Here's Dan.
HelloFresh actually caused my divorce.
Okay, why not?
If you both don't know how to cook, it's just going to cause an argument.
Yeah.
You know?
And then you'll get out of a relationship that wasn't good.
And then she's like, there's 3 more of these coming in the mail. And I'm like,
now you've got rave chicks asking you to...
Because of
that is true.
HelloFresh.
Yes.
I guess I won the trade.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Sorry, HelloFresh.
So look up Spire. I just passed it. Spire Academy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Geneva on the Lake or something like that. Spire Academy. So that's where I stayed on my way to New York. And now I'm heading back the other way.
Mm-hmm.
It's off I-90 in Ohio. and I didn't realize what Spire Academy was. And I just saw a little sign for what it was because I stayed in this hotel. It says it's a training facility for Olympic and Paralympic athletes. So I found that is that interesting or not? Not at all?
No, it is. I just thought you were gonna say it was like LeBron's place or something. But yeah, no, I've heard of Spire. I've heard that.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, like IMG.
Okay.
Yes, you got athletes out there.
Paralympics. Why do we do it?
Great point.
I mean, I'm not against it. I'm just wondering why do we do it?
Yeah,
because for them, is it for us?
Because if you think about it, there's not a. Although I might be interested, but to my knowledge, there is not a version of, say, comedy where you just have a bunch of people. Like if you just had a bunch of people with Down syndrome telling jokes.
That's called Kill Tony.
Right.
So one of the biggest show on the planet.
Like
yeah.
That? It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But my point is just, it's like the argument with the WNBA, right? When people would say like, well, why would you watch a product that's less than? I'm not
going to consider women's sports as the same as Paralympics.
But on the same spectrum, when it comes to Paralympics, a lot of times I think you're probably talking people who are family or other people who have like disabilities.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, that's inspiring.
Okay.
I assume that's the reason, right?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, he asked, like, why do we do it? I assume,
I think we can get rid of it.
Like, where is the line, though, on, like, we don't have anything for deaf people to compete in something, right?
Yeah.
Or blind people, right? We don't have a blind, like.
Can you be just missing a finger? Like,
are
what's the cutoff?
Are the Paralympics ableist? Because they only allow you to compete if you have certain disabilities and not others, like being blind.
Okay, so you have to have, like, I can't just be missing, like, a pinky.
It seems like they're pretty light about it. I saw the guys on the U.S. hockey team, and they play on, like, a little seat. But then in the postgame, they were jumping around on their feet.
All right.
I think we should rip them.
Just cut the funding.
Yeah, let's get rid of it.
Ooh, that's a good one.
All right. Anyways, we'll see you tomorrow.
Adios, mofo.
We gotta go before this becomes a zoo. See you guys for drinks later.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.
Dance connection sucks. But I can't stay away from the show. Dan's connection sucks. His presence alone will make the show grow. Dan's connection sucks. He doesn't trust those other schmucks. Dan's connection sucks. 2-week trip on the road with trucks. Sucks. He wants video to show his flannel and matching chucks. Dance connection sucks. Location unknown. Is he in Beaumont or Biloxi? Dance connection sucks. Dance connection doesn't suck now. It's his show, so you can walk out. What are you walking out? Nobody cares more about a clean feed than Dan McDowell with lag so poppin' a Lucy. Dan's broadcasting at a high level from his electric car. His phone isn't lost, but he is on his OnStar. Dan will cry about Luca if he wants. It's his show, and he's on it to help you like Lee Corso. Dan's connection works. a sudden he's a big jerk. Dan's connection is spotty, so every time it cuts out, you have to take a shotty, brother. Dan's connection's lagging, but not during viewer mail. That one fan was cock gagging. Dan's connection is steady, unlike the nation of Africa. Is that the Serengeti? Dan's connection is weak. Hold on, it's just Dan in the bathroom brushing his teeth. Dan's connection is sounding cleaner, but now he's upset finding out about John Hamm's huge wiener. Dan's connection is choppy, but Jake and Blake will be blamed for the show being sloppy. Dan's connection is not great. This will be a long 2 weeks. Come back, we can't wait.